are live at Survivor Series War Games AoK Championship Wrestling Sunday night. Holy jump. That was absolutely not necessary. That being said, let's jump on into opening round matchups. 3 versus 3 War Games. If you don't know the rules of a War Games, well, stick around. You're going to hear them about 15 times tonight. At least. Alright, maybe 9. 7, 6. You're going to hear the rules of the War Games numerous times. Stick around. 3 versus 3 on this one. Vulgar the Clown teaming up with Headhunter and Angus Gordon. Take on Teddy Rockpage, Blaze, and the Lawman, Trevor Rodriguez. Turned, what's up? Turned up for evil. What? Let's wait. Oh, however that song goes. Welcome in, man. What's up? This could be a this potentially could be a very long stream. This has the potential to be a couple hours. But that's why we're going to kick it off a little bit earlier than usual. Appreciate you coming in and checking it out. Let me think. Yeah, I am stupid. Yeah. I think it was just the S's. Before I upset anybody, let me go into here's your rules and regulations for a 3 versus 3 War Games matchup. Maybe. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. I'm gonna roll this back a little bit. I feel like the music in the game is being. I feel like there's a lot going on right now. I feel like there's a whole lot of stuff going on right now. Are we done? Let's get back to what we was doing. Sorry about that. Something happened. Well, there was the rules. Here we go. Wayne Kerr, make your announcements, my friend. Yeah, why is there a reasoning behind the question, or is there just a was that just a thing?
Introducing first from Fiji, weighing in at 300 pounds.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I was not making fun of you. That was a good time, though. That was a good time. Listen, though, let me tell you a story. So one time, there was there was a song out on the radio. I know it wasn't outrage. There was a song on the radio by the band Garbage. I'm not sure what song it was at the time, but it was super popular. I mean, it might have been like Only Happy When It Rains or something like that. Anyway, my wife at the time, as you know, had gotten a new Indigo Girls CD, and the one song was kind of groovy, like I was kind of digging it, and I was like, hey, like, what you listening to? And she's like, the Indigo Girls, and I was like, oh, it sounds like Garbage. And dude, she freaked the hell out. Like, it was not what I meant. I meant like it sounded like the band, and I had no idea why she was mad. Had no idea. I don't make fun of your music. You listen to that dumb shit like Danzig and Metallica. I was like, hold on a minute. Like, time out. Like, what are you even mad about? I was complimenting them. You just said they sounded like Garbage. I was like, the band. It sounded like the band Garbage. Good times. Blaze, the second member, join into this. Blaze and Headhunter starting off for their respective teams. Blaze teaming with Ted Rockpage and Trevor Rodriguez, for the Headhunter teams with Vulgar the Clown and Angus Gordon. And this starts out 2 men in the ring, 60-second intervals. One member from each team, from one team, will be left out to join the battle. Back and forth until all members of both teams are in the ring. When the final member of the last team is inside the cage, then the war games will start. This is just a setup. As Blaze and Headhunter move into the right-hand ring. Double ring with a steel cage wrapped around it. And Headhunter taking it right to Blaze. We're about to get our second, our third opponent. One of these two guys will end up with a second member on their team. I think it's smart that they move to the far side, furthest away from the cage door. Looks like Angus Gordon coming in this side, not boding so well for Blaze. Two members to deal with. The Headhunter left on the ropes is Angus, much bigger than Blaze. Blaze, of course, former cruiserweight champion. And Angus, of course, being former world champion. Size differentials matter sometimes. But Headhunter putting the squeeze down. Blaze able to fight back. Angus Gordon looking for a spot. Found it at the back of that boy's feet. Teams will even up here in just a moment as Blaze will finally get a reprieve and get a team member in here. Looks like it's Ted Rockpage. Ted Rockpage, former cruiserweight, former United States champion, television champion. And look at this, Angus Gordon. A big dominator off the top rope. Gordon going up to the top of to the middle of the top rope. Headhunter keeping Rockpage from getting in to help Blaze. Team Vulgar keeping this, having a pretty good strategy here. Right. Team Trevor. Not so much. Here we go. Bringing the bell. Going to become 2-on-1. Or, I'm sorry, 3-on-2. As the captains are released. Vulgar in first. Ted Rockpage. Oh, Jesus. Angus Gordon tossing Blaze the whole way across both rings. And the Clown bringing in a table. What else is this man bringing in? We got a table. We got 2 sets of chairs. This man is setting everything up for a Headhunter. The kendo stick. Okie dokie. Spit roast. Into the corner he goes. Blaze caught up in that giant headbutt. That Glasgow kiss. Upside down. Blaze reverses it. Bulldog by... What's his name? Blaze. That's it. I'm getting bad at this. Better pay attention. Final opponent coming down. The final captain, Trevor Rodriguez, the lawman. The War Games, this first match for the War Games is about to begin. Trevor's stopping to bring up, gather up some weaponry. And he gonna bring a table in too. His Headhunter starts glitching out. I think that man dislocated his shoulder. Headhunter writhing in pain there in the corner. Rockpage caught up with the figure 4. Angus going to town with that chair. Multiple shots on Ted Rockpage. Trevor is in the ring. Pinfall or submission for your team. Vulgar eats a drop kick from Blaze. Blaze locking up with Angus Gordon. Gordon sent to the far ring, as does Blaze. Trevor, Vulgar, center of the ring, and look at Headhunter just absolutely stomping Ted Rockpage into that chair. Angus Gordon and Trevor Rodriguez. Look at this, looking for a submission. Vulgar attacking Blaze, one of the first combatants in the ring, and poor Headhunter having an issue there. Muscle spasms in his right arm. Powerbomb follows it up with a diving headbutt. Rockpage trying to get over to help his team captain. Blaze with a super kick. A lot going on here. And the Headhunter going for the table. Vulgar the Clown climbing to the middle of the top rope. Leaps off with an elbow. Inverted suplex by Angus Gordon. 2 tables set up. The Headhunter is going to need definitely going to need some medical attention for that right arm. We got a pinfall attempt. Vulgar the Clown over Blaze. And a kick out. Blaze keeping this matchup alive for his team. Reverses it. Buzzkiller in the ring by himself, separated from his teammates, separated from both teammates. Blaze locked into this Buzzkiller, and Vulgar does not look like he's wanting to let loose. Trying to get the crowd behind him. Blaze trying to get this crowd pumped up, trying to use the crowd to help him out. And finally, Trevor coming over to help his partner. Super kick by Blaze onto Angus Gordon, and a massive powerbomb down on both of those chairs, and Vulgar right back up. Look at this double team action. No, blocked. Angus Gordon with a suplex. Rockpage caught up in a Falcon Arrow, and the Headhunter going for the pinfall. This may do it. Rockpage kicking out. The Headhunter still in command on this side. Up on the shoulders. Trail of Tears through the table. That's got to be it. He don't even want it to be it. Buzzkiller this time on Trevor. You get a big upskirt shot there of Angus Gordon. Ultimate splash and nobody home as Rockpage rolled out of the way. Vulgar trading places with Angus with the big power slam. No, look at this, reversed. Falcon Arrow one more time, reversed again. Rockpage with the chop block. Vulgar locking up with Blaze. And Angus caught up here by the big Trevor Rodriguez. Another slam down on the remnants of that table. A pinfall attempt. Headhunter over Ted Rockpage. And Rockpage kicks out again. Headhunter already becoming the MVP of the Survivor Series. Wrestling with this broken, absolutely destroyed shoulder. That man's arm just flopping around like nobody's business. And look at Vulgar the Clown. What in the hell is he doing? If he leaves the cage, oh Jesus. Vulgar diving off, landing on top of Blaze, and that has to absolutely be it. But Trevor makes the save. Headhunter catching up Trevor Rodriguez. Buzzkiller one more time on Blaze. And Rockpage trying to make the save. Don't know, did he do it? Blaze going for the pinfall. And Headhunter just busted. He just popped the head of Ted Rockpage. He just squeezed that man's eyeball out of his face. Ate it like a grape. Bulldog out of the corner goes Vulgar. Pinfall attempt. Angus Gordon has Blaze down. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Vulgar the Clown, Angus Gordon, and the Headhunter picking up the victory in the first matchup here of the inaugural War Games match. 3 versus 3 to kick things off. Man, this is going to be a long night as far as in-ring combat goes. Audio okay for everybody out there? We doing all right? Everything cool? As Vulgar the Clown fixes up his team as they celebrate the first victory, and we get ready for our next Survivor Series match. This time, 8-man tag team, 4-on-4 elimination. This matchup is going to start 4-on-4, but it could come down to 3-on-4, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, 1-on-4. The Hinkledimers teaming up with the Wrecking Crew to take on the Dogs of War. Sean Sullivan and Cowboy Chris Andrews. Some of the finest tag teams. Now, let's throw this together. I'm not going to say that Andrews and Sullivan are getting back together as the new Fabulous Freebirds. That's not what I'm saying. They were at one time a tag team. They both went their separate ways, but these two have stayed in contact with each other much more so than the other one. We'll see him later tonight too in a roundabout way. But anyway, Survivor Series matchup. 4-on-4, 8 men around the ring. This is going to be something. Elimination tag match. The original Survivor Series. And this thing is taking forever. We don't even have a little blue line going across yet, kids. We might blow this game up tonight. It's going to be, I can't even give you guys a list because of everybody that's in these matches. There's so many names and so many matches. I will say this much. There's a couple matches tonight. A couple guys that are, we'll give a quick list of some of the wrestlers that were coming in not at 100%. Connor Riley being one of them. He took a tumble during his last matchup here last week. And as well as, believe it or not, Chris Nightmare. Chris Nightmare told not to compete tonight, but refused to let down his team. But let's get into this right now. Let's talk about these guys. Let's talk about the Hinkledimers. Let's talk about the Blackwells. Let's talk about the Dogs of War. And let's talk about Cowboy Chris Andrews and Super Smooth Sean Sullivan. The Hinkledimers, the World Tag Team Champions, to lead this thing off.
The following is an elimination match. And
Them fighting Hinkledimers.
of 438 pounds, the World Tag Team.
The only titles on the line tonight will be the women's tag titles. Then that will take place within the confines of a Hell in a Cell. That's right. This match here may be the only one not surrounded by a cage. The rest will all be War Game matches. 4 versus 4 the whole night through. With the exception of the World Tag Team Women's Tag Team Championships. Right now, our men's world champions in the ring, awaiting their tag partners.
Representing the Crew from Arlington, Virginia, weighing in at 275 pounds, Nick Buzzsaw Blackwell.
Blackwell's not coming out together. They usually came out together as a tag team. Not sure what's going on right there. Nick Blackwell, the Buzzsaw. A whole lot of talent on this one team. These guys have all been longtime tag team champions over the past 2 seasons here of AoK.
Representing the crew from Tulsa,
Kern, we'll have to get you over here and get one of these updated and tossed in for you. Like to have a nice big run on that all over again. Of course, if you'd like to join AoK Championship Wrestling, you can upload your created character to the Community Creations. Keep your attributes maximized to 95, no higher, please. And just use the hashtag AoK. Upload it and add it onto the roster and air at the very next show. This takes place every Sunday night at 7 and every Wednesday night at 9. We're doing a little special start time tonight on the length of this one. The Hinkledimers and the Blackwells in the ring. The Dogs of War making their entrance next.
At a combined weight of 420 pounds, Dirty Dogs.
Chris Coyote and Joe Jackal. The Dogs of War. These guys, short-time tag team champions. The Hinkledimers, of course, capturing those titles off of the Dogs of War. We're ready for their tag team partners to come down. Sean Sullivan and this man, Chris Andrews, Cowboy Chris.
Texas, weighing in at 195 pounds, Cowboy Chris Andrews.
Chris Andrews tapping into his mean streak. Heard he's even chewing tobacco now. Yeah, true story. True story. And his tag team partner and former tag team partner, of course. You guys being part of the new
From Charleston, South Carolina, weighing in at
the new fabulous Freebirds, Sean Sullivan and Chris Andrews, going their separate ways, but tonight teaming up for a one-time appearance together again. Not a reunion, just a necessity. In the words of Sean Sullivan. Ready to kick off our second matchup, 8-man tag team match elimination style. Again, this matchup can go from 4-man, 4 versus 4 to 4 versus 3 to 3 versus 2 to 2 versus 1, or any combination. We get ready to ring the bell. Referee Jenna Taylor says, let's get it on. Cletus Hinkledimer taking it right to, I believe that is Chris. Or I'm sorry, I believe that's Joe Jackal, my bad. Cletus riding him like a sweaty pig. Got him up like an old pig, going over tagging his brother Omer. The Hinkledimer's in the ring. Look at this. Crucifix. Pulls his opponent down, but back up goes the Jackal. Irish whip sends Omer over the top rope and to the outside. And look at this, Cletus standing in his way, taking out Josh Blackwell. Forearm shot and a DDT over the top rope, taking out Cletus Hinkledeimer. Omer coming back around, just to meet Joe and sent back into the ring. Omer misses with the shoulder tackle and ends up with a springboard clothesline to the face. Things are heating up quick in this matchup. DDT by by Omer. We got a pinfall attempt. And the Jackal trying to get across the ring. Cut off by Omer. His big boots to the chest. Irish whip into the corner goes Omer. Jackal drapes the leg and a big kick to the knee. Locking horns, puts him up on the shoulder, fireman's carry, rolls him the whole way over. Follows it up with a big elbow, nicely placed, but look at this, Omer right back to his feet. Drives the knee into the nose. Allowing his opponent, look at this, allowing the tag with all that showboating. Low drop kick, doesn't quite catch him, but that springboard sure did. Back around, attacking Cletus again off of that DDT over the top rope. We got a tag, Josh Blackwell, now our legal man, Chris Coyote, taking that elbow. Boot to the midsection, floats him down with that DDT. But look at this, Blackwell right back to his feet. Setting him up, standing power slam, and we got another tag, Cletus, our legal man. Coyote rolls him up with that Hurricane Rana, holds on to him and drops a couple of right hands. What team are rooting for there, chat? Who's going over on this one? Better yet, who do you think will be the first? Who do you think will be the first eliminated? We're in for a long haul. 4 men. Lots of people to be eliminated. 3 off a team, or 4 off a team, I'm sorry. We got another tag as Omer and Cletus swap places. Omer caught up with that Hurricane Rana again. Coyote being real quick with that. Back to the corner, making a tag. Joe Jackal, now our legal person. Leg sweep, taking Omer down. Pulls him up with a big suplex over the back. We got a pinfall attempt and a save by Nick Blackwell. Over the top rope with that diving clothesline. And Joe Jackal bringing this arena to life here a little bit. A power bomb at ringside, diving over with the elbow, follows it up. And the Dogs of War have come to fight tonight. As a matter of fact, they have yet to tag in their partners, either Sean Sullivan nor Chris Andrews. They've been handling this whole match themselves. Look at this, rolls him up, gets caught up. Omer out of the ring as Cletus locks on the crossface. Into state, in for the save. Coyote Chris, or Chris Coyote, or whatever his name is. Caught up by Omer. Nope, caught up by Cletus. Damn, too many twins, too many brothers. This is ridiculous. Again with the Hurricane Rana. That trapping Hurricane Rana. No place to go, but a couple of big bombs to stop him. Look at this, holds on after that German suplex one more time. Bridges it out. We got a pinfall attempt and another save by Nick Blackwell. Super kick. Takes out Blackwell. Cold. And the Dogs of War again in control of the matchup. As Joe Jackal over the shoulder and a knee to the face. Down goes Omer. Nope, that's Cletus. And he's fighting back. Cletus, snapmare. Lines him up and drives him back. Nice arm drag takedown. Pulls it from an arm bar. Draping the arm, sets him up, and nice vertical suplex. Boot to the head, and finally a tag to Chris Andrews, one of the freshest men in the ring. A running neck breaker and the Cowboy. As I said, a little bit of a mean streak to him. Going to town on all the members of this team. Look at this, standing in a way so he can't make a tag, but Omer gets his hands up and under. Look at this. Cowboy been lifting some hay bales. Guillotine cutter on Blackwell. Off the ropes. Omer dropping down. That's Cletus. Nope, that's Omer. There's too many people in this matchup. Omer going for the abdominal stretch. Looking for a submission hold. Looking to make this man tap out, but I think it's a bit early for that. I don't want to say early for that, just early for that particular wrestler. Sullivan taking more damage outside the ring. He hasn't even been in this match legally yet. And look at this, Cletus got a pinfall attempt. Omer rolling out before the count of 3, but Cletus all the way over here with his opponent's corner. Locks it in, cattle mutilation, but saved again by the Jackal. Omer taking matters into his own hands. FYI, I've been here the whole time watching. Yeah, I appreciate you, Kenny. I appreciate you. Main event tonight. Team IKB with the BMF taking on Team Prestige and the Dangerous Alliance. Look at this, top rope, launches his partner across the ring, but the Cowboy, look at this, Cowboy Chris lines it up, spine buster, drilling, just drilled Cletus into the mat with that, but we got a tag, we got a breakup. This match could be forever, kids. This match could go on. I appreciate you being in here, Ken, as I say. Hammerlock DDT, that should do it. And a big elbow. Locks it in. Clear in house is the Blackwell. And he is taking it to, is that Joe Jackal? He's chasing up the ring apron, or up the ramp. Ducks under, look at this. Running neck breaker. Vulgar looking to make a comeback to the title scenes here. Missing out on his opportunity at the Intercontinental title last episode. Vulgar looking pretty good so far in the last couple weeks, though, as far as that goes. One-handed spine buster, Nick Blackwell getting in the face of the whole team. Look at this, taking on the whole team. Shoulder tackle, right hand. Blackwell with a handful of hair takes Coyote over to the corner, but not enough time. As the Dog of War breaks free, springboard drop kick. Looking for a pinfall attempt, trying to get his opponent away from those ropes. But Blackwell, too quick, looking for a tag. Tagging in the brother Omer. Irish whip. Sends the Hinkle-Dimer into the corner. Look at this, blocks it. No. Clearing house, look at this. 619 around the ring post. Showboating. Don't let Omer back to his feet. Cross body. Goes for the clothesline. Gets caught up with an inverted atomic drop. Enlarged that man's testicles in his nostrils. So he did. Gourd buster of a suplex and then putting the boots down. We got a cover. Hook of the leg and no count. Elimination style. Long way to go for this one. The Hinkle-Dimers and the Blackwells teaming up to take on the Dogs of War with Chris Andrews and Sean Sullivan. And right now, Omer Hinkle-Dimer in the ring with Chris Coyote and Coyote again with that bridging suplex. Not enough to hold him down, and again, Omer one step ahead. Lock it up again. Sends his opponent over the rope. What you got in mind? They blocked. Back inside we go. Coyote holding on to that top rope. Massive backbreaker. Coyote double underhook. Hits him with a suplex. Rolls it out. Butterfly again for the second time. And that may do it. That Impaler DDT. Not enough. Look at this. Omer. Too dumb to know he should be hurt. Back to his feet. Takes a DDT and fights back again. Another massive backbreaker. Omer Hinkeldimer. This boy is either super tough or super stupid. A little bit of both, maybe. Again with the butterfly rollouts. And one more time with that DDT. Coyote, I don't know if Coyote knows what to do with him at this point. Stepping over, looking for it. Scorpion Deathlock. Saved by his partner, Omer T. Able to break free after Cletus makes the save. Rocking horns, and Cletus still in the ring as Jenna starts her 5 count. Face first goes Omer. Coyote looking for his opportunity. Woo! Flared chop to the chest and a tag to Sean Sullivan, the freshest man in this whole matchup. This is the first this man's been in the ring since it started. Omer wants none of it, tagging in Big Josh. Irish whip. Sullivan into the corner, and Josh taking his time. Boot to the midsection. Alley-oop from the corner. Josh moving pretty smooth for a big guy. Dodging that clothesline, hooks him up from behind. Irish whip, sends him into the ropes, and feeds him another elbow. That's it. Crushed his lungs. That's it. Just stay down, dude. Just stay down. Josh drags his opponent back into the corner, and we're going to see a tag here. Double team action. Josh draping the leg. And Nick, I'm not sure what these two are up to. Big power bomb out of the corner. Sullivan saving himself here. This combination of a neck breaker and a back breaker, but again, guys, this matchup, we got to get eliminated everybody out of this ring. Neither team with the advantage at this point. 4 versus 4, and it has stayed that way. Jenna again for the tag, or for the count. Another save by the Blackwell. Knife edge chops. Fired off by Sullivan, but look at backing up. Super kick suckered him right into that. Backed up as if he was going to go for the tag, and then caught him right under the chin. Sullivan locking horns with Blackwell again. Dragging him into the corner. We're looking for a tag, but Blackwell trying to fight out of that corner. Not quite able to do it. Sent to the ropes. Sullivan with a leapfrog. And what a clothesline. Pinfall attempt. Using the ropes, but no. Still not enough. And Nick fires up from the mat. Body shot after body shot, and that right hand at the end of it all. Makes the tag. Cowboy Chris sent to the ropes. But look at this. Blackwell still focused. Still focused on causing injury to Sean Sullivan. What a clothesline. This avalanche clothesline into the corner. Pulls his opponent up. Walks him out of the corner. Into a backbreaker. Not once. The strength of Nick Blackwell. Walks in the armbar trying to pull the man's arm out of socket. And we got a tag. Josh, your legal man. Pops him up. Samoan slam. Jesus. Samoan drop by Josh Blackwell. Overhand wrist lock. Has it locked in good, but a free hand is all you need to break out of that one. Catches him again. Backbreaker. Follows it up with a falling neck breaker. And Chris Andrews lines him up and takes his head off with that lariat. We got a pinfall. That might do it. The first elimination, no go. Another save. Ducks under. Butterflies him. Suplex. Well placed. Goes for the pinfall again. Another save. This time by a Hinkledeimer. We may lose half the roster tonight due to injuries. I'm not gonna lie. We got matchups after matchup of heavy duty hitting inside steel cages. This is the last match we're gonna see outside of a cage. Well, let me rephrase that. That does not have a cage. Little tag team action there. This time Josh tagging in Omer. Getting a little double team action going. Smooth transition there. Those two teams particularly seem to be working really well together. The Hinkledeimers and the Wrecking Crew. Whereas, like I said earlier, it took the Dogs of War a long time to tag in one of their other partners, other than each other. Locking horns, Omer taking Cowboy Chris into the corner. We got another tag. This time, Nick Blackwell. Chris sent into the ropes. Drop toe hold. Dropped elbow. And Blackwell. This crowd getting behind the Wrecking Crew. Shoulder tackle. Double team by the Hinkledeimers and the Wrecking Crew again. Good teamwork by these two. By these two teams. And look at this. Blackwell manhandling the entire Dogs of War team. He's got them all dizzy. And walks right into a clothesline neck breaker. Got a bunch of zombies in the ring. Nick Blackwell knocked these boys fucking stupid. Everybody down. This matchup might be nearing. This might be the end stages of this matchup. Everybody's starting to stay down a little longer. Fatigue setting in both of these teams. Another guillotine cutter. Nick Blackwell still beating up the entire Dogs of War team. The referee starting her count. Countouts exist. Try that again. Countouts exist. You can't be eliminated by countout. And these teams battling. I mean, these guys are really beating the hell out of Nick. Josh sent down to the corner. They should have kept him out there. She was going to keep her counting. You know, Jenna Taylor's got no problem counting to 10, man. That girl will count to 10 in an Extreme Rules matchup. No count out match. It don't matter. She'll count you out. Look at this. Blackwell. Rock and roll over, baby. Drum roll, please. And Sullivan in a bad spot. Kicking out at 2. Unbelievable. This matchup continues. We're going to keep this going. No eliminations yet. Both teams with all 4 members still intact. Blackwell starting to get frustrated. Circling around his opponent, grabs him up by his ears. Into the corner again. We got a tag. Omer, the legal man. Into the ropes. Double team action at play. Big double backdrop. And Sullivan makes the tag to the Joe Jackal. But look at this. Right into it. Right into it. Cattle mutilation. Can anybody save him? Doesn't need it. Breaking out on his own. That's a tough team right there, boy. Locking up again. Omer Hinkledeimer. Nice fireman's carry. And we got another tag. Big Josh back in the ring. Boot to the head. And Jackal looking for a way out, perhaps. Nah, just blocked it. Just blocked the maneuver. Side Russian leg sweep, holds on to him. Nicely done. Follows it up with a series of right hands. And Josh Blackwell right back to his feet. Saves, pulls him up again. Lights out. That's got to be it. Saved by the Cowboy. Jenna not even able to get down to make the count. Over the top rope goes Cowboy Chris. In comes Sean Sullivan. Blackwell looking for that arm trap suplex, I think. High floating DDT. And Blackwell rolls out of the ring to save himself from the pinfall. But look at this, Jackal at the top rope. Drop kick missiles him. Right on target. But Blackwell back to his feet. Ready to fight again. And again, this time on the concrete with the DDT. Yeah, we're going to have some injuries we're going to have some injuries leading into the end of the year here for AoK. And again, they battle it out at ringside and in the ring apron. Blackwell going after Sullivan. Sullivan ain't even a legal man. Joe Jackal taking shots from the Hinkledimers. Big fight in the ring, big fight outside the ring. X Factor on the concrete. The Blackwells both down at ringside. The whole team down at ringside. Josh trying to shake the cobwebs out. Back into the ring, but Jackal again right on top of things. Super kick. Pinfall attempt, but Nick Blackwell for the save. This matchup continues on with all 8 members still in it. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. We got a pinfall attempt. Blackwell looking to make the first elimination, but no. Over the top rope, eliminated. I'm not going to want to say the word eliminated. That is not the case here. Well, the good news, bad news. It doesn't really affect the gameplay. After tonight's show, I actually won't be back for like a week and a half. Tonight's show, we'll have tonight's show. I will not have a Wednesday night show, and I will not have next Sunday. We will not have a show. We'll be gone the next 2 nights, regular times, unfortunately. But when we come back, we'll be back. When we come back, we'll be back. That's what I can say. Yeah, well, unfortunately, outside life is catching up, and I have good things and bad things and everything in between. And a superplex from the top rope by Coyote Chris. Doubles it up, holds on, drops him again for a second suplex. And Cletus Hinkledeimer in a super bad way here sets him up. Crucifix. Powerbomb drives him down. That might do it, but Omer already in the ring. I don't know how. I think once the eliminations start, they'll continue, but man, till the first elimination comes, Spinebuster might be the first indication. Wow. If Josh Blackwell would have caught him with that boot, he would have tore that man's skull completely off his body. In the corner, Cletus out of the way. Coyote Chris in trouble, blocks the clothesline. Was that brass knuckles? Did he just hit him with a foreign object? Did he just hit? He turned his back to the referee. I think Chris Coyote just hit Cletus with a foreign object. Cletus has been busted open. Sullivan taking advantage and going right to work. We got a tag. Joe Jackal, a little unsure of himself there. I think he might have a concussion. That boy got a little funky there for a minute. Hinkledeimer. Called the Fighting Hinkledeimers for a reason. Look at this. Going for an easy pinfall. Just shoved his man down and covered him. Maybe maybe Cletus is the one concussed. Big suplex. Yeah, we're actually starting this pay-per-view, this event tonight, with 5 wrestlers on the not on the injured list, but that were cleared by medical. But we're also warned to be aware that they could aggravate these injuries. And those wrestlers are Connor Riley. Of course, the returning Gabriel Lovecraft, he will be here tonight. Look at this real quick. Blackwell with the lung blower. Jenna way out of position. No count even started. I think this might be too much. We might need to double referee for these kind of matches. Spin out spinebuster, and Blackwell takes a boot to the head. Cradle, almost like a cradle suplex. I'm not sure what that was. No team with an advantage as of yet. All 4 members of both teams, but this might change all of that. Look at this. Sean Sullivan from the top rope, leg drop. Suplex, leg drop combination, and Nick Blackwell should have little birdies around his head at this point. Follows it up with a neck breaker, and Sean Sullivan. Super kick. Call it a night. Saved by Omer. One more time, running, misses it. Hangs him down with that sling blade. That's not a sling blade. OTM, what is that? Pulls him up. And Nick Blackwell with the jackhammer, but unfortunately still no elimination as Coyote makes the save. The time, Nick Blackwell scoops his opponent up, upside down, lung blower in effect. The cover, the save, rinse and repeat. Swing and a miss, forearm shot by Jackal. Nick Blackwell the first to recover, back to his feet. Putting the boots down to Sean Sullivan, and another tag. Omer, your legal man. Straight drop kick, puts Homer back on his back. Sullivan trying to beat his man into submission here. Slowly working his opponent over, a headbutt to the face, pulling out all the stops. These guys have hit each other with just about everything, both of these teams. Putting up a hell of a fight here. Again, back to that Hurricane Run. It's been a hot minute since we saw it. And both members of the Dogs of War using that Hurricane Rana to great effect earlier. Ducks under. Omer with the reversal of a clothesline. Locks horns. Sends his opponent over the top rope. Cowboy Chris holding on, and Omer having none of it. DDT through the ropes. And a pinfall attempt. Another save. This matchup starting to piss me off. Just kidding. Omer going for a cutter. And gets it again upside the skull with that lariat. And again, Cletus making the save this time. Chris Andrews trying to get the crowd behind him, and they are absolutely booing this man. We got a tag. Jackal, now the legal man. Omer facing off with Joe Jackal. Boot to the midsection. Irish whip. Sends him into the ropes. High knee into the midsection, lifts it right off the ground. And Big Josh, our legal man, trying for that sliding attack, but double teamed by the Blackwells. Gets out of trouble there. Nice reversal. Lands on his feet. Follows it up with a super kick. And going to work on his teammates before going for the cover. But Nick Blackwell making the save. Jackal sends Blackwell over the top rope and turns his attention back to Josh. Before making the tag, Coyote Chris, you're the legal man. Pops him up, Samoan drop. Blackwell again with the tag. Cletus, the legal man. Locks up. Slams him down. Is that enough? We got a pinfall attempt. And the man kicks out on his own. The man kicked out on his own. Here we go. Nick Blackwell just getting up off the floor there on the left-hand side of your screen. This has been a matchup. These guys have put each other through all kinds of hell. Tornado suplex. Pinfall attempt. But the Cowboy makes the save. No eliminations in this matchup. Though Joe Jackal is still laid out at ringside. And Coyote Chris not far behind by the looks of it. Spoke too soon. Got a couple of elbows in. Trying to turn the tide back into their favor, but gets caught up in the corner here. Cletus putting the brakes on. But unfortunately, wrong side of town. Ducks under that kick. Fires off a big right hand into that spine buster. And a pinfall. Too bad he's in the corner. And in his opponent's corner. No place to go with it. Josh. These two men starting to clear house. Josh Blackwell sending Joe Jackal down the ringside. Another crucifix powerbomb. This time on Cletus, we might have our first elimination. Another save. Josh Blackwell out here killing people at ringside. Just absolutely annihilating the Dogs of War here. Coyote Chris has Nick up on the top rope. All the way to the top rope, looking for the superplex. Lands it, holds on to it, pulls him up again into... That has to be it. That's got to be it, but he doesn't go for the pinfall. Steps over, Scorpion Deathlock. Did he tap? Did Blackwell tap? Is Blackwell not... I got lost track. Is Blackwell not the legal person? He's not. Blackwell's not the legal person. Cletus is the legal man. That tap out didn't matter. Nick just got out of the ring and just got back on the ring apron. Ah, let me out. Okay, cool. Oh, ass cheeks to the shoulder blades. He's a dunner. That's it. He's a goner. Send him home. The Hinkledimers teaming up there a little bit. Double team action. Sean Sullivan left in the corner to his own devices there with all the members of Team Hinkledimers. Hammerlock DDT. Sullivan out of the ring. May have saved his own hide, but Chris Coyote with a super kick to the back of the head. What a roundhouse that was. And a slap before leaving the ring. You coward. He slapped Cletus and then ran to the corner to tag out. Sullivan, your legal man, taking shots to the lower back. That's like your mama. Into the corner he goes. He comes in for the clothesline, but no. Blocked again. Inverted atomic drop. And Cletus Hinkeldimer in control of the matchup. He takes Sean Sullivan over to the corner, but again, unable to make the tag. Mainly because he didn't try. Sullivan fighting out. Cletus fighting back. This is the back and forth begins. Cletus going to try it again. Head first goes Sullivan. Tags in Nick Blackwell, lines him up, and a boot to the belly button. Looking for the bear hug, reverses it. Sullivan felt that bear hug coming, knows full well if he locked that in, that might have been it. We got a tag, Cowboy Chris, legal man, shoulder tackle fails, Irish whip. Blackwell into the referee, turns it around, rock and roll over, drum roll please. Good night Chicago. Big kick out there as Nick Blackwell sizes his opponent up, drapes the arm one more time for the jackhammer maybe. Cowboy shoulders down, saved by a dog of war. No eliminations in this matchup yet. No eliminations in this matchup. This may be the longest match in AoK history. Andrews with a big clothesline, double underhook, suplexes him over, nicely done. And Nick Blackwell, not quite sure where he's at. Tagged into the corner again, double team action between these two teams. Jackal coming down across the arm. Kick to the midsection, drapes the arm, hooks the leg, spins him around, and a pinfall attempt. Saved by a Hinkle Dimer. Sullivan shot to the back, over the top rope, goes Cletus. Joe Jackal dropping an elbow, that might have been it for Blackwell. Rolling out of the ring, he might be injured. Look at this. Again, another shot to the nose. These guys clearing house is Jackal. Sullivan taken for the ride, but Nick Blackwell face to face with Joe Jackal. Jackal firing off a series of shots. The Buzzsaw grabs him up, Alabama slam. Joe Jackal just rolling back just to get away from Nick Blackwell. Back in the ring, locking horns. Kick to the midsection, locks him up. We've seen it earlier, rolls him down for that DDT. And again, tag to Andrews. Walks into that back elbow. Man, did Blackwell hit that. One more time, could it be? One more jackhammer. Can he hold him? He's got him vertical. Just holding it for a stalling suplex. I thought he was going for the jackhammer again. Double team action one more time coming up as Nick Blackwell back into his own corner. But look at this. Not what I was talking about, but these boys really taking advantage of having Chris Andrews in that corner. Tag. Cletus, legal man, second turnbuckle. Double axe handle on across the arm. Trying to take this man out of action. Hooks the leg, fisherman's hook. Bridges it, saved again. Sullivan making the save. Cletus locking up with Sullivan, holds him up and brings him down. Cletus over in the corner. Omer taking out anybody that moves. Cletus makes the save, makes the tag to Big Josh. Josh holds him up, pulls him out. That may do it. Face first to the mat, rings the. Nope, another save. Over the top rope, sent to the outside. Josh Blackwell having just about enough of his opponents. Going after Chris Coyote. And now Sean Sullivan. Sullivan tried to get away from him, but unfortunately just ended up with a headbutt to the back of the head. Andrews, your legal man. Josh, your legal man. Josh taken down with that clothesline. Saved again by a Hinkle Dimer. Cowboy Chris in control, but he's not taking advantage of that fact. Attacking the knee, taking out those tree trunks. We're an hour in, and this is only the second matchup, kids. Keep that in mind. We're going to be here for a while. Locks it down across the knee. Chris Andrews outside the ring and climbing to the top rope. What's he got in mind? Doesn't matter. Nick Blackwell there to make the save. Look at this. Pushes his opponent right off the top rope at the feet of his brother. But no. Josh, just on instinct, on his feet. Has no idea what's going on. Gets grabbed up into the corner again. Fighting back, but is it dropped again? Josh in a bad part of town here. Andrews again, not sure. Crosses the leg. Texas Cloverleaf looking for a submission. Has Josh all the way in the corner, but Nick Blackwell, or Omer Hinkledeimer, Cletus Hinkledeimer, clearing everybody out from ringside. Spinning spine buster. Andrews to the outside looking for a safe haven. And Omer Hinkledeimer tagged in to be our legal man. Wow, what a forearm. Sullivan just ran Omer over. That was hard to say. Guillotine cutter. Omer from behind. Release German suplex, and Chris Andrews lands on his feet to make the tag. Wants no part of Omer Hinkledeimer at the moment. Pinfall attempt. Joe Jackal not able to keep Josh from making the save. Diving knee kind of strains on the physics, but he got him. Sean Sullivan tagging out to Joe as the Jackal makes his way in, and Omer gets caught up with a series of kicks. Looking for the crossface. We may get a tap here. Omer Hinkledeimer has been eliminated. Our first elimination. This matchup just became 4-on-3. And Nick Blackwell taking advantage of the fact that Joe was locked in onto one of the Hinkledeimers there. Matter of fact, Joe still going after Cletus. Must have said something about his mama. Buzzsaw again going after the opponents on the ring apron. Jackal, the legal man here at the moment. I know there's 4 men in the ring, but Joe Jackal is the legal man, as is Nick Blackwell. Blackwell drapes the arm again, holds his opponent up. Jackhammer. Pinfall attempt. And here comes Sullivan. This is mayhem. There's people everywhere. Jenna finally getting control of the situation. Joe Jackal is still left on the ropes there. Collision course. Can he retaliate? Irish whip. Blackwell into the ropes and into the boot. Man, what a kick. That might do it. We are down 4-2. The only members left, Cletus Hinkledeimer and Josh Blackwell, and the referee has started her count on, I believe, Cletus. This team of the Dogs of War and Sean Sullivan. Now, Josh Blackwell, our legal man. Caught up in the abdominal stretch. Sean Sullivan looking to take out Josh Blackwell here at ringside to make easy pickings on the inside. Cletus back to his feet. Setting into the opposite side. Just using the steel steps to his advantage. Look at this. Josh. Look at that athleticism of big Josh. Jesus H, what a reversal. And again, going after the whole team. Caught him up. German suplex. Sean Sullivan taking Blackwell off his feet. 4-on-2 at this point. And Blackwell may have had enough of all this. Choke slam. A monster of a choke slam. Looking to tag out Cletus Hinkledeimer. Cletus and Josh have a big fight uphill, as they are slated here against all 4 members of the opposing team. Back-to-back eliminations. 1 Hinkledeimer, 1 Blackwell. As Omer T and Nick Blackwell, the only eliminations of this matchup. Double team action. Look at this. Holds his opponent open and a big shot to the gut. Josh Blackwell again. Headbutt to the spine. Jesus. Brings it around to the front. And Josh Blackwell outside into the top rope. Makes the leap. Splash. What a Samoan splash from the top rope. And Sean Sullivan miraculously at least able to get up to his own, up to 1 knee on his own. But Cletus with that tornado suplex, looking for the pinfall, and the referee knocked down. Referee taking the shot here. Jenna out cold. As the well, I was going to say the Hinkledeimers, but it's the Hinkledeimer at the moment. Cletus Hinkledeimer and Josh Blackwell. Sean Sullivan over the back. Swing and a miss. Holds him up again over the back. Felling twice. Big right hand to the back of the head. And Jenna back to her feet and ready to continue officiating. As we get one more tag here, Josh. Back in the ring, Sean Sullivan. Taken for the ride again. And another pinfall attempt, but again you got 3 opponents just waiting to make those saves. And the numbers game could be against the Hinkledeimers and the Wrecking Crew here at this point. As Sean Sullivan sends Josh into the corner again. We got a tag. Chris Andrews double teams him up. Gutbuster. Ducks under, double underhook. Suplex again, tease. Now, Longhorn suplex. And the lariat. There's 1, there's 2, and again a save. Looking to keep this matchup, doing the absolute best they can. Looking to do some kind of damage to the opposing team. No eliminations from Team Dogs of War. Drop kick to the back of the head, and Chris Coyote methodically attacking Josh. Now going after Cletus. One more time over the top rope. Could it be not another DDT on the ring apron? That's the 3rd time that Cletus has been bounced off that ring apron like that. Josh coming outside, and the Coyote comes around to meet a big uppercut. A shot to the throat. And Jenna starts the count. These guys, again, countouts are in effect. You can be eliminated by countout. And Josh Blackwell doing as much damage as he can here at ringside. Attacking the arm and lower back of Coyote Chris. Again to the barricade. 4-on-2, and the Blackwell and Cletus Odds not in their favor here tonight. And we got a tag. Cletus right back to attack the opponents. Was that a count out? We got a count out. Chris Coyote eliminated via count out. Andrews is now the legal man for his team. We're down 3 versus 2 now. As luck was with Cletus Hinkledeimer and Josh Blackwell. Another big slam. We got another attempt. And Sean Sullivan keeping the matchup alive. Two eliminations on one team. Pop up, Samoan drop up. One elimination. Chris Coyote eliminated by count out, and Blackwell with the spike pile driver on Chris Andrews. Another save. Another save. Jackal trying to keep his team alive here. As Josh and Cletus do their absolute best to do their team honor. The Frankenstein, big shot to the, good God, what a loaded right hand that was. And again to the top of the, right in the, just above the eyebrow. Chris Andrews. I was going to say taking over here, but Josh able to fight back. Sets him up and sets him down. That spine buster. Sullivan again making the save. The problem that Josh and Cletus are having at the moment is the fact that when one of them goes down to ringside, it's almost as if the other doesn't have a partner. Andrews across the ring, again a big clothesline. To the outside, making a tag perhaps, no. Andrews went over to Jackal, said something to him. Drop kick Cletus off the ring apron. Sliding out Josh, the legal man. Josh Blackwell, and look at this, setting up the choke slam at ringside. Good God. And he sure does. Slams him straight to the concrete. Back inside goes the Cowboy. Josh Blackwell following up. Taking time with the crowd, not your best bet. Sidesteps that running neck breaker. And drops a forearm. What a heavy blow that was. One more time, sets him up, missing. Nothing to soften the blow that time. Backslide driver right across the back of the head, upper shoulders. And Chris Andrews, a little groggy here, not sure where he's at. Shots to the midsection. Another fireman's carry takes him down. Chris Andrews again. He keeps going to the corner, but I don't think he knows what he's doing. Andrews lost a lot of blood in this matchup. We get another shot of his face. He's busted up pretty good there. We got a tag. Joe Jackal off the second rope. Josh whipped into the corner. Perched up on the top turnbuckle. What do we got here? Again, looking for that superplex. Lands it. Can he get him over for the second one? There we go. Into the driver. And again, a save by Cletus. Look at this. Jackal attacking Cletus from behind. Looking to put him to sleep. $1 Million Dream Russian leg sweep combination. Cletus down at ringside. Trying to keep their partners, their opponents' partners, as inusable as possible. Jackal puts Josh into the corner. Kick to the ribs. Now working the knee over. not taking advantage. This whole team not taking advantage of the fact that Josh Blackwell, look at this. Josh catches him pure power. Straight into a power bomb, just caught that man mid-Hurricane Rana. Trying to take the knee out of the high flyer. This 4-on-4 has downgraded to 3-on-2. Torture rack neck breaker. And Josh with a pinfall attempt. But he may have had it. Chris Andrews. Andrews really did save that. I am pretty sure this matchup almost came down to a regular tag match. Look at this. Josh stalking right over. Walked right over to Sullivan and just punched him right in the mouth. Twice. Brings his opponent into the ring and goes over and tags in his partner. Cletus, now your legal man. Jackal, the legal man. Cletus with the snapmare. One more time over the top. Drilling the back of the head to the ring. Tornado suplex, no, just a vertical suplex. Jackal able to fight back. Sean Sullivan just barely standing here. Couple of shots to the ribs, and again, the Hinkledeimer fighting back with a spine buster. Pinfall attempt, but Cowboy Chris didn't even need to get in the ring. He could have just reached through the ropes with that. Blackwell getting rid of the Cowboy. Cletus looking to get rid of the Dog of War, but a super kick under the chin, that may do it. Josh caught up at ringside here with Andrews. Cletus grabbed the bottom rope, saving himself from elimination and turning this into a 1-on-3 matchup. And outside he rolls, trying to stay away from the pinfall. Jackal with a suplex here at ringside, solid. One more time, pulls him up, gut wrench over the top. Jenna continuing her count, letting these guys know they need to be in or Cletus ducking under that super kick, or that roundhouse. Catches his opponent off guard. The only elimination that's been on the Team Dogs of War was a count out by Chris Coyote. No pinfall or submissions from this other team. Sling Blade rolls him up and a drop kick. Joe Jackal tagging in Sean Sullivan. But Cletus one step ahead. Jenna got in the corner, blocked the tag inadvertently as it was, but still blocked the tag. And Sean Sullivan for the cover. I said earlier, Sullivan has been busted wide open earlier on in the matchup. Cletus, I still say Chris Coyote hit him. Hit him with something. Look at this. Sullivan. Did he knock out? Cletus knocked out? No, alright. Headbutt misses. Didn't quite catch all of it. Cletus able to roll out of the way. Caught it more on his side than he did in the forehead. Pops him up into a neck breaker. An FU into a neck breaker. Sullivan down, but Joe Jackal making the save. I believe that might have been it. That again would have been the elimination needed. Sullivan trying to go one-on-one with Josh. Cletus taking a series of right hands from Sullivan. Catches him again, rolls him up. That might do it. Hook the leg. And Josh makes the save. All the men in the ring again. This 4-on-4 again has turned to a 2-on-3. Leg drop from the second turnbuckle is super smooth, being just super smooth. Cletus Hinkledeimer hooks the ankles. Look at this. Looking to steal it away. Almost had him. Another save by Chris Andrews. Forearm misses. And the fighting Hinkledeimer taking it to Josh Blackwell here into the corner. Double teams him up. Holds him open for a big shot to the stomach. Josh sending his opponent into the turnbuckle and puts a boot to the belly button. Alley-oop bomb. Sullivan, nice kip up. Turns him around, neck breaker across the knee. Sullivan making the tag. Joe Jackal, our legal man, blocks that tackle into the corner. No, into the referee goes. Jenna again in the way of this matchup. We're an hour and a half into the show, kids, and we're still on the first match. Second match. We're on the second match. Hour and a half in, and we got a big superplex one more time. I don't know how many more times the ring can handle that, let alone Blackwell's back. Pinfall attempt. And Cletus too slow to make the save. 3-on-1 setup. I don't know if Cletus has it in him. But man, does he have an uphill battle ahead of him. Into the ropes goes his opponent, but unfortunately, look at this, going for a submission. Going for a submission. Can he lock it down? Will he tap before Sullivan makes the save? And he sure doesn't. Cowboy Chris. Cowboy Chris with a vicious choke. Using that top rope. And Cletus taking his frustration out on the members of the Dogs of War team. Sullivan down, Chris Andrews down, and Cletus has Joe Jackal alone in the ring. Second turnbuckle. What is he doing? Cletus gloating on the second turnbuckle. Cletus, what are you doing? Showboating. May have been his demise here. Look at this. Jackal double underhook from the top rope. Superplex. So that has to do it. Pinfall attempt. And that's it. Oh, I had it backwards the whole time. Chris Coyote is was the one in the ring. I thought that was Jackal. My bad. The Dogs of War beating the Hinkledeimers and the Wrecking Crew. That, my friends, is how we're going to end up with a lot of injuries. Boy, the news is going to be loaded tonight on injuries. I'm a bet. As this team celebrates, Chris Coyote, Joe Jackal, Sean Sullivan, and the Cowboy, Chris Andrews, with a victory. And we're going to head into our next War Games matchup. Pedro the Owl and the Coyote Kid teaming up with the Luchadorks to take on the Bubblegum Mafia, the Squash Squad. AJ Long, Adrian Arnold, Gavin Wilson, and their teammate, Eric the Hammer Coleman. War Games matchup, 4 versus 4. And it's all downhill from here, kids. We got ladies action coming up after this one. We got a ladies War Game matchup. The Fallen Angels and Retribution team up after that to take on the Misfits, Tank and Nova. Back into the ladies tag action inside a Hell in a Cell. The Women's Tag Team Championship will be determined tonight, as Paige and Shelly Steele challenge Violet Watson and Emma Garcia for the tag team titles. Destruction Incorporated with their tag team partner Cameron Sawyer will take on the War Raiders, James Coleman and Chris Nightmare, in the first of our triple main event. Team Lilith with Mama Logan, Zoe Yuri, and Morgan Quinn will take on Team Empress with the world champion Amaya, teaming with Alice Angel and Casey Gwen. And our final main event, Team Prestige and his Dangerous Alliance will take on IKB, the World Heavyweight Champion, and his BMF in Dean Graves. Let's go over these official rules one more time. 2 teams be contained in separate cages with 1 member of each team starting the match. At 60-second intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. We will flip a coin to determine that. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. I just want to make sure you guys could hear that over Wayne. We probably talked over each other the whole time. But these War Games are about to kick off. Inside the cages as they come down. Pedro the Owl going to start for his team.
From Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 203 pounds, Pedro Al Yamamoto.
Pedro is stopping here. Interested in this, taking a look at what he's getting involved in. First time a lot of these competitors have been inside one of these structures. Dual rings, 1 cage, 2 teams, 4 members to a team, 8 wrestlers in these double rings. And the match doesn't even begin till the final wrestler is closed inside that cage. AJ Long starting for his team.
Representing the Jump Squad from Boise, Idaho, weighing in at 196 pounds, AJ Long.
AJ getting a good look at this thing. AJ Long getting a good look at this crowd from inside that cage. Checking out his surroundings and wondering what it's going to take to survive the AoK War Games. We're going to ring that bell and let's get it on. Look at this. AJ stepping under, taking his opponent down with that full Nelson suplex. Pedro wasting no time going to the air. Upside down off the ropes. Head scissors perhaps. He got him. Clamps it down for the airplane spin. And having some words for his opponent. Hurricane Rana sends him around the corner again. Pedro the Owl in control of this matchup. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter how much you're in control here. In 1 minute, you will get your opponents. In 1 minute, this matchup will change to 2-on-1. Will it be in Pedro's favor or AJ's favor? But that remains to be seen. In 10 seconds, we will know that answer. Pedro, side Russian leg sweep, holds his opponent down tight. Pedro the Owl to the corner. And here comes his tag partner, the Coyote Kid, and AJ Long. Could be in for some trouble here as the Kid brings in a table. Look at this. Not only Brent, look at this. And a chair. AJ Long able to catch Pedro the Owl off guard there. Nice suplex again. What is Pedro the Coyote Kid? Cleaning out all the storage space under the ring apron here. Is he done? Oh no, you bastard. Oh no. Oh no. Stick with us, kids. We'll be right back. Let's see what we can get into here. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if we can bring it back. Let's see if we can bring it back. Hang tight. Hang tight. It sounds like it might be time for some... Oh no. Let's see if we can get this back up and running for you guys. Do 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 do. We're trying, friends, we're trying. Just a short break. Tell you what, will I work on this? Let's get you guys something to listen to, shall we?
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
Alright, let's talk over
Actually,
top of the
our
advertisements.
old
We don't need all
detergent.
that.
Aha.
So we
don't
switched to
need all
Tide
that.
Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading
And
competitive
we
free
are
detergent,
just
and it
about
doesn't
to
leave
get
behind
this set up here
irritating
for us.
residues.
Plus Tide Free.
Guys, hang tight one more moment. I appreciate everybody's patience as we come back around. We'll try to speed some of this up. I don't even know if we're going to start out with the same. Let's see if we speed this up. We already know all that. We're going to get the same wrestlers coming out. Find out in a moment. See if this will hold up for us this time. Different set. I'm going to skip over that. We already seen all these entrances. We don't need it a second time. We don't need it a second time. We don't need it one more time. We still got AJ Long being this other guy. It don't matter. It don't matter. Let's go. Let's go back to ringside. And let's get this matchup restarted. If it crashes again, we will have to reconsider. But look at this. Pedro the Owl going right to work. Big clothesline to go with it. Following it up here. Let's hope this all runs smoothly. Another boot to the midsection. Look at this. Spanish Fly and Pedro the Owl taking it right to AJ Long. Pedro up on the top rope. Missing with that diving elbow. Nice arm drag, or into an arm bar. Fujiwara. Let's try this again. Coyote Kid making his entrance known. See if he freaks out and breaks it a second time for us. Pedro again climbing to the top. Makes a connection this time with that drop, with that elbow drop. Coyote Kid again. Back under the ring apron. Second table. Don't break it. Don't break it again. There we go. So far, so good. So far, so good. We made it through. Look, Coyote Kid screwed around so long, by the time he got in the ring, his opponents were coming down. He ain't had a chance to even hit nobody. Springboard off of Pedro. Pedro off the springboard. Springboard off the Pedro. OTM, welcome back and welcome to the Visible Chat. Welcome to Visible Chat, my friend. I hope your first day of vacay is going as you wish. Look at this. Pedro fighting away from Adrian Arnold, the newest combatant here. Table's been set up. The Squash Squad. Not much of a, they're a solid team. Don't get me wrong with that. They're a solid stable. They did recruit the Hammer into this matchup for their fourth member. Look at this, Coyote Kid with the springboard looking to take AJ down. DDT just missed that table. And El Scorpio has been released from his cage. Coyote Kid drops to the mat. Nice deep arm drag. El Scorpio wasting no time to get to that second ring. Pedro the Owl having things under control there. Into the table goes AJ. Look at this, Coyote Kid. Drapes the arm. AJ Long saves himself from going through that table, but Pedro the Owl with Adrian Arnold on your left-hand ring. In the left-hand ring. High lifting knee. Coyote Kid climbing. I wasn't sure where he was going. Irish whip. Pedro into the ropes. Comes off. Total World neck breaker. And AJ Long and El Scorpio from behind. Adrian Arnold dumping El Scorpio on top of his head. Springboard by Pedro. Belly to belly by Adrian Arnold. Coyote Kid going after AJ Long. Gavin Wilson making his way down to the ringside area. Look at this, helicopter spin. Through the table goes AJ Long. And this matchup hasn't even started. Yeah, that's why I say welcome into Visible Chat, baby. I figured you was. I figured you'd been in here as long. Figured you was in here as long as IKB was. Give or take. Give or take. 3-on-3 at the moment. Pandinas and Eric the Hammer still meant to come out before this matchup officially begins. Word. I appreciate you, man. El Scorpio put through that table by Gavin Wilson. And you know I appreciate you. This is a big... I was looking forward to these matchups tonight. I was really looking forward to these matchups tonight. This is... I feel like this is going to be a fun time here as the night progresses. Pandina's stopping off to get a kendo stick. Back under the ring apron, coming back with a steel chair. Is he done? Nah, don't get a third piece. That's how a Coyote Kid broke it. Another table. Look at this double team. Double noggin knocker by AJ Long. Adrian Arnold coming in to help him out. Backbreaker locking horns with Coyote Kid. Gavin Wilson with El Scorpio standing power slam. It is 4-on-3. And AJ Long in a bad spot here as he gets double teamed by Pedro the Owl. The Coyote Kid and Pandina's just throwing Squash Squad members everywhere. Coyote Kid to the top of the cage. And here comes the Hammer. This matchup about to become official. All the way from the top of the cage, Coyote Kid with a crossbody. Jesus. Somebody. Man. Better call his mama. What a chair shot by Pandinas. The Hammer grabbing a chair up, sliding it into the ring. Stop sign added in. Gavin Wilson sending El Scorpio for the ride. Spinebuster. Adrian Arnold with a spinebuster on Coyote Kid. And Eric Coleman is in the ring. And this matchup has officially started. Pedro the Owl, Hurricane Rana. Coyote Kid taking shots from AJ Long. The Hammer and El Scorpio. Look at this. The Hammer slamming El Scorpio right through that table. Pedro the Owl with an elbow drop from the side of the cage. The Hammer locking up with Pedro the Owl. Coyote Kid, springboard, missing. Pandinas with a big forearm into the corner. AJ Long down for the count here. He is out cold. El Scorpio climbing the cage. Not sure what he's got in mind. Coleman down. Adrian Arnold on the ropes, trying to fight back. El Scorpio from the top. Samoan splash. I guess that's a scorpion. Look at this. Pedro. With a whole lot of hoop-de-doo. AJ Long with total world neck breaker. El Scorpio with a head scissor. There's bodies flying everywhere at the moment. Everywhere I look, there's somebody going through the air. El Scorpio springboard to the top rope, holding on to that arm. DDT on the Hammer. Coyote Kid flying over the top rope and into the second ring. El Scorpio battling it out here with Gavin Wilson. Pedro the Owl looking to take flight. And a second splash on the Hammer. 2 count. The Hammer able to kick out. No, this El Scorpio and Hammer. El Scorpio and Hammer have known each other for a long time. Oh, Adrian Arnold rolling out of the way of the Howl at the Moon and then followed it up with that clothesline. Scorpion Sting. Gavin Wilson shoulders down, but 2 shots from the Scorpion. El Scorpio stuck up here in the corner hardcore. Upside down, all the blood rushing to his head. Back suplex by Pedro the Owl. Well placed there. AJ Long rolled over, looking for the pinfall. El Scorpio thought he was going to take that home for his team. AJ Long back to his feet, but the Hammer running Pandina straight through. Belly to belly takes him down. Gavin Wilson locking up with Pedro. The Hammer with Pandinas up on his shoulder. Guillotine. Coyote Kid climbing the ring post. Howl at the Moon on AJ Long. That may do it. Side slam by Gavin Wilson. AJ again kicking out. AJ and Pedro the Owl have been in here since the beginning. The fact that those two are still able to kick out of some of these maneuvers as we get the tres moonsaultes. Uno, dos, there's the tres. The tres moonsaute with the pinfall attempt. And the Hammer raises the arm again. Gavin Wilson locking horns with the Coyote Kid. Pedro the Owl with a stop sign to the head of Adrian Arnold. Pandinas off the ropes, head full of steam, but blocked up by Pedro. Adrian's had just about enough of the Owl here. face first onto that steel chair. Adrian Arnold getting a little stiff there with those punches. And a big power bomb by AJ Long. Gavin Wilson with El Scorpio up on the shoulders. Using that top rope for leverage. The hammer with the claw. That may do it. Pedro the Owl. Or I'm sorry, Coyote Kid. Might be looking at a submission here. Look at this. Reverses it into an armbar. Pedro the Owl leaping off of that steel to the side of the cage. Looking for the pinfall for his team, and Adrian Arnold kicks out. The Luchadors teaming up here together on Gavin Wilson. Not a good spot to be. Enziguri aided. Pedro in the corner. Lines up Adrian Arnold. Meteora. The legs are hooked. And Pedro the Owl wins it for his team. Pedro the Owl, Coyote Kid, and the Luchadors coming out on top on this one. You can be rest assured there is a ton more of action coming forward here as this night progresses. These masked men, they Team Luchas pulling out all the stops to get where they're at here tonight. What matchup that was? And we got ladies war games, the first of the ladies war games, 4 versus 4. The Pretty Mean Sisters and Quindle teaming up with their captain Callie Ferguson. Callie and Isabella, the team captains here, been back and forth over the past couple of weeks leading up to this match. With Quindle actually having to come down and save Callie at one point from a chair shot from Isabella, or Kitty. Piper Ramirez and Ivy. Whole lot of action to be had in this one as well. There's a ton of great athletes in this matchup. Lots of high flying and lots of power moves to be had. Quindle and Ivy would be the ones to watch for those power moves. And I believe when they come down, those two will be crushing their opponents. As we get ready to tick in a little closer to our second hour. That's right, we are leading into the second hour, and this is the 4th matchup here tonight, and we are almost there as we get ready to press the button from the boys in the truck. Again, everybody here watching the AoK Survivor Series War Games, whether it be live on Twitch or if you're picking up the replay over here on YouTube, give it a like and a follow if that's your thing. And know that we are live every Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday nights at 7, Wednesday nights at 9 here on AoK Championship Wrestling. Because when you're watching AoK, you're not watching great wrestling. Oh, we're just AoK. I am going to speed this. We already know the match. We already know the rules. We're going to skip past the rules there, kids. We know the rules. If you didn't read them the last time. Too damn bad. Coming out first. Echo will be the first for her team. Of course, Echo, Jordan, Quindle, and as I said, their team captain, Callie Ferguson. It's set to be a matchup. She all ready to go, waiting for her opponent. And she will face off against Piper Ramirez. Now, of course, when I do the win-losses for these, after the, we hit, and I go back through and check out the win-losses for us, regardless of eliminations, the whole team will get accredited for the win, and the whole team will get accredited for the loss. Instead of having to try to determine like who got eliminated, who didn't, yada yada yada. The war games will be listed, or when I do the win-loss for myself, I just want you guys to know that record will be listed as by the team. So all members of the team that win will get the win. All members of the team that lost will get the loss. So if you're rooting for a team, or if you got a team out here, root for the whole team. as they go on, Piper Ramirez and Echo. And Ramirez with a big series of right hands blocked by Echo. Sends her into the ropes. Nice deep arm drag. More Irish whip. Over the rope and through to the other side. Moving to the far ring. And a drop kick again. Echo in control of the matchup at the moment. Spoke too soon as she gets taken down by a waist takedown. Into the turnbuckle goes Echo. Piper right into a DDT. How quick was that? Side Russian leg sweep. We're moving right into this. As one of these two teams will get the advantage. 2-on-1 on its way. Team Callie or Team Izzy. Team Callie it is, as the Pretty Mean Sisters are reunited in the ring. What happened? What happened to Jordy? What happened to Jordan getting in the ring? That referee hit her with the. Did the referee hit her with the door? We'll definitely have to check that out after the fact. I'll be checking out the YouTube channel after that. Big shoulder tackle in the corner, and Jordy just watching her sister get beat down there for a hot minute. Grabbing hold of Piper, sends her through that center rope. I'm not sure what the... Look at this, to set it up for her sister. Rides it around into a DDT. Nicely done. Double team action between the Pretty Mean Sisters as this matchup's about to get evened up. Piper about to get a little bit of assistance. But too little too late could be the story here tonight. As not only is she in here with two members of her opposing team, but two tag team partners that have known each other for life. And look at this, Jordy on the second. I thought she was going to go off the ropes. A big alley-oop out of the corner. The Pretty Mean Sisters taking control here. Now, what happened to our countdown? Did we not just have a countdown and nobody showed up? I think the game is broken. Piper might be in trouble here. She got nobody to come down and help her out. This game might be 2K might be broken, guys. Powerbomb. The cage door is open up there, but nobody came out of it. Nobody wants to come down and help Piper Ramirez. Her own team, look, nobody's coming out. And I don't know if I can get involved to make that happen. We might be at a standstill here for a hot second. Hang tight a minute, guys. Hang tight for 1 second. I don't know who it would be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to have to hope for the best here and see if it kicks in. We should be getting another countdown very shortly. But we'll see if that happens. This game sucks. This game sucks. I don't think we're going to get another countdown either. This game will go on forever. They'll end up having to kill somebody before it stops. I feel like it should be Ivy. Should be the one down here. I'm gonna try selecting Ivy and see what happens. I feel like it should be Ivy. Should be the next one out. But it's not allowing me to do anything. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I hate to do it, but here's what we're going to do. Is the only thing I can do. To start the whole match over. And if it gets wonky again, well, you guys know that if it gets wonky a second time, it's got to... If it fails twice, it's no good to us. I mean, we're already in for a long night as it is. This isn't helping. Irish whip into the turnbuckle, or into the ropes, and Echo able to make the save. The Piper picking up the pieces here. Sets Echo into the ropes, but again, fighting back. Reverses it, sends Piper across the ring, picks her up, flapjack. And the countdown begins. Piper sends her opponent across the ring, face first. Over the top rope and into the far ring as Jordy makes her way down. Wasting no time getting in the ring. Going straight across. Look at this. Power slam by Piper Ramirez. Catching Jordy right in the cheek as she came through the ropes, and a clothesline from Echo. Snapping over, nice neck breaker. And the Pretty Mean Sisters in the ring with Piper Ramirez. Not a good place to be. Reverses it, kick to the midsection. And the numbers game against Piper on this one. Especially against these two. Tilt-a-whirl armbar. This countdown begins. Let's see if it works this time. Fingers crossed. And a big shoulder tackle. The door is open. And out comes Ivy. Alright, yay. In this AoK arena. Happy that it worked. As Ivy makes her way down. Double foot stomp by Echo. Look at this. Ivy going straight for the weaponry. Wasting no time getting the table out. And that's not going to satisfy her. She's back under the ring. Look at this. Abdominal stretch applied, or some sort of abdominal stretch applied on Ramirez. And Ivy, man, she is looking for anything she can find under that ring apron. We got a table, we got a chair, we got another table. Last time somebody tried this, it crashed the game, Ivy. We'll fuck it up. We got a chair, here we go. Piper Ramirez finally gets a little bit of help, but too little too late as she ends up in a double DDT. Ivy spending all that time preparing herself to get in the ring. Letting Piper Ramirez just get absolutely throttled. Quindle released from the cage. The Pretty Mean Sisters, all three this time united. Quindle with the table, look at this. She's just setting up house. Making sure everything's ready to go when she gets there. Jordy with the wheelbarrow DDT. Piper sent over the top rope and being chased down by Quindle and Echo. We got a submission applied in the far right-hand side of the screen. Ramirez double teamed by Quindle and Echo. And it's about to get worse. It's about to even up here. Scoops her up and sets her down. Look at us throwing tables. Echo just throwing a table at Ivy from ring to ring. And here comes Kitty Katsuyori. Stomps her with that. Jesus. Quindle with the chair. Jordy with the chair. Ivy sent into the ropes. Jordy dropping down. Deep arm drag. And hits her sister with steel. Echo just threw that table across the ring and hit her sister in the back of the head. Steel chair by Echo on Piper. Kitty bringing in a stop sign and a kendo stick. Ivy into the corner. 747 slam by Piper Ramirez. Look at this. Jordy with Ivy on the top rope. What do we got here? Spins it around. Wheelbarrow. Bulldog from the top. Still waiting for the captains to be released before this matchup officially begins. Echo rolls her up, super kick to the chin, and Quindle with the steel chair. Captain Callie reporting for duty as she goes right after Ramirez. Ivy back to her feet going one-on-one with Jordy. Quindle with that repeated shot from the kendo stick. On Katsuyori trying to fight back. But again, the number's too much for her. As Echo again grapevines that leg around the neck and shoulder. Jordy into the ropes. Comes off, runs shoulder first into Ivy. Headlock DDT plants her right on the steel legs of that wooden chair, that wooden table. Callie from behind on Ramirez. And Captain Isabel are about to be released. War games are ever so close to starting. Ivy and Jordan in the far ring all by themselves for the majority of this matchup, and a spine buster by Quindle. Isabella in the ring. And that's it. Pinfall or submission kicks in. Double noggin knocker by Echo. Ivy taking out Quindle. Jordy from behind with a steel chair on Ivy. Jordy going to work. All four members of both teams in the ring. Echo and Jordy. Echo and Quindle. Damn it. Jordy and Quindle. Taking on Ivy, moving over here to the leftmost ring. Katsuyori held up on the ropes. Double noggin knocker by Isabella as she double headbutt. Callie catching Katsuyori. Katsuyori catching Callie. Ivy powerhouse, no, blocked by Quindle. 747 slam onto the chair. Jordan down. Isabella with that stop sign, swinging and a miss, looking to hit just about anybody she can. Over the top rope goes Isabella. Echo going over to taking the captain to the far ring, but look at this, Ramirez follows in. 2-on-1 on one side, 3-on-2 on the other. Quindle sends Ivy over the ropes. Callie using that stop sign on Katsuyori. Table thrown down on top of Ivy. Quindle with a neck breaker. Pinfall attempt by Jordan. Katsuyori kicking out at 2. It's been a matchup. These girls are putting it on tonight. X Factor by Callie Ferguson. Quindle with Ivy on the ropes. Grabs up the steel chair. Blocked by Ivy. Look at this roll up by Katsuyori. And a kick out. Look at Ramirez. Military press drop. Follows it up with a standing moonsault. And Echo in trouble. Piper Ramirez, no, kicking out at 2. I was going to say Ramirez, if she had it. Ferguson missing with that running clothesline. But Katsuyori with that boot. Ivy with a standing suplex. Russian leg sweep right down on top of that steel, that stop sign. And then into the submission hold, looking to make Katsuyori tap. Callie looking to make a submission win. But Kitty too quick for that. Too quick for that. Off the ropes, missing with that clothesline in the end, but Katsuyori with the clothesline from behind. Jordan and Ramirez. Ramirez, look at this. Katsuyori with the crossface. Using that, nope, no go. Blocked out again. Echo with a big German suplex. Quindle coming over to help Callie Ferguson. Isabella sent over the top rope, crashing into the second ring. As Echo using that table as a weapon. Ramirez from behind. Scoops her up. Standing power slam. Isabella flying into the ring. Ramirez to the top rope. Elbow drop on Echo. Jordy makes the save. This matchup has been a whole lot of action. And I don't think Callie and Isabella have even been in the same ring. Well, up until this point, have even been in the same side of the ring yet. As much as they fought going into this, there hasn't been much out of either one of them. Jordan down, Piper Ramirez down. Echo from the top rope, dropping a huge elbow drop. Gwendol and Katsuyori fighting in the top left-hand turnbuckle. Second rope, Katsuyori decides better of it. DDT. The Pretty Mean Sisters with Piper Ramirez in the far right-hand side here. Big scoop by Isabella, or by Ivy. There's too much going on. Too many ladies in this matchup. Signage to the top of the head. Pinfall attempt. A kick out by Quindle. Ramirez. Double front somersault. Goes for the pin. Echo down. Kick out at 2. Isabella taking the down off the feet. Jordan. Chop block on Quindle. And the Pretty Mean Sisters in a bad way here as Team Isabella looks to take advantage here. Ivy and Ramirez have Echo separated from her team. But unfortunately, it leaves her team listed as 3 on. Look at this. Ramirez and Ivy having a discussion there about that miscommunication. And Ivy has it locked in, looking for that submission. This may be it. Echo could be tapping out. No go. She breaks free as Ramirez sets house. DDT floats it over. What a strange combination to get there. Callie now over to help Echo. Ramirez. Gwendol caught up in the crossface. Saved by Jordan. Ramirez dragging Captain Callie around to the table. Springboard by Ivy. Izzy. Somebody. I don't know who they are. There's Ivy locked in this corner here in the center rings. DDT. Jordy back to her feet. Isabella firing off on Quindle. Ducks under DDT. Bodies dropping everywhere. Pinfall attempt. Saved by Jordan. There's so much going on here. Everybody in one ring. That's a rarity in itself. Torture Rack. Face buster, and that may do it. Piper not even looking for the pinfall. I think Piper may have beaten Jordan if she'd have gone for it, but Quindle with a belly-to-belly. Callie sending Ivy to the second ring. Isabella from behind, broken down. Standing power slam by Ramirez. Quindle with a large right hand. Yes, ma'am, there's going to be some injuries after tonight's episode. Ivy sets Echo up, fallout powerbomb, and doesn't go for the pinfall. Double underhook, Quindle. Quindle with the pedigree. But unfortunately, I don't know if she had anything left in her after that. Rolls it up, Ivy looking to take it home, but no go. Callie kicking out at 2. Elbow drop from the side of the cage. Quindle looking to make the win. 2, Captain pulls her shoulder up. I don't know how any of these girls are still tapped or still kicking out. And that may be it. Callie rolls her up for the Boston Crab. And Ivy makes the save, protecting her teammate. Neck breaker by Quindle. Drop kick by Isabella. Callie sets her up. Locks it in. Looking to put her out. Ivy shoots a couple of elbows back to the ribs. And look at this. Echo on the top of the steel cage. Two-handed choke slam, and she leaps down on the back of Isabella. Pinfall attempt. And Echo picks up the victory for Team Callie. We'll take a look at some of these replays. Crossface, STF slam. And that move right there from the top rope. Echo risking it all with that splash. And picking up a huge victory for her and her team. Good golly goddamn. Good golly goddamn. Pretty Mean Sisters with their Captain Callie picking up the victory, and hopefully nobody was too seriously injured in that matchup, though a couple of them look a little worse for wear. It's time for the return of Gabriel Lovecraft, as he and his team of Chris Chaos, Vortex, and Psycho Smoke take on the Misfits, along with Nova and Tank. And following this match, we have our women's tag team titles up for grabs in a Hell in a Cell, when Emma Garcia and Violet Watson put those titles on the line against Paige and Shelley Steele. And then we kick off our triple main event. Destruction Incorporated with Cameron Sawyer take on the War Raiders and Chris Nightmare. Team Lilith, consisting of Mama Logan, Zoe Yuri, and Morgan Quinn, will take on Team Empress, consisting of Empress, Amaya, Alice Angel, and Casey Gwen. And of course, our final matchup for tonight, the World Heavyweight Champion, IKB, joins forces with the BMF and Dean Graves to take on Team Prestige and the Dangerous Alliance of Bud Marvelous, Zach the Ripper, and Logan Hawk. It's about to get weird in here. I think it's funny there's nobody in the cages. They send one guy down and then all of a sudden there's 6 guys in those cages. We don't need the rules and regulations. Thank you very much. Kicking it off for his team. The first one out, the hardcore champion, Tank.
Introducing first, from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 245 pounds, the hardcore champion, Tank.
starting out the War Games is not always the best way to go. It being the first member for your team, you're in there the absolute longest, and risk that chance of being the one in a 2-on-1 situation. Tank making his entrance into the ring. As we get ready to find out which of the 4 members of the opposing team he will start off against. Chris Chaos. Time for the chaos to begin. This man gonna be the man to be in the ring with the Tank.
And representing the Fallen from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 166 pounds, the Terror, Chris AoK.
Creepy Chris ready to get this thing going. But Joe ain't messing around tonight, man. He is not playing around. He's like, give me that shit. The chaotic one stepping inside this structure for the first time. Ready to face off with Tank. Oh, I know that. They gonna be, yeah, we ain't gonna see them in the chat till it'll be a while. Tank sent to the ropes already. Chaos moving in for an early advantage. I will take this time again to make that announcement that this will be our last episode for about a week and a half. Actually, there'll be no episode Wednesday night. And of course, there'll be no episode next Sunday night, the 29th. So unfortunately, that's how that will play out. But we will be back in November to get us all set for a December to Dismember. As the ECW originals are scheduled to come to AoK. We will see how that plays out in the coming broadcast. But for right now, Tank and Chris Chaos. Tank being in charge of the matchup as the advantage is given to Team Tank. The Team Misfits as Nova. Look at this, handspring into a big back elbow, and Chris Chaos could be in for some troubled times. ZA not here in time to watch his boy get buckled in half, as he is stuck in there with one of the biggest men in AoK. Former heavyweight champion, former intercontinental champion, the Green Meanie Nova, pushing Chaos around in a big knee. Hard to say what's going to happen in the land of extreme. December to Dismember will be the next major event that we end up with. But we will talk about that as it gets closer and closer. And just about to even up. As the returning Gabriel Lovecraft, his first in-ring action since Hell in a Cell. This man coming back in, out of action for over a month. And Nova taken down, but Tank with a springboard. This man's got a little bit of ring rust under him. But what a way to return, especially if he could pick up the victory for his team here tonight. Gabriel Lovecraft back in the AoK arena, back in an AoK ring, and right in the ball shack. Tank taking it to Chris Chaos. Just absolutely shattering his dreams. Nova and Tank. A little bit of double team action on Lovecraft. As the Misfits gain the advantage with the workhorse, the total package, Hunter Singer, bringing a table in. Hurricane Rana by Gabriel Lovecraft. And the Fallen Angels in control at the moment before Hunter can get in the ring. Abdominal stretch applied to Tank. It's a whole lot of muscle to try to wear down there, Chaos. Springboard by Gabriel. Toe to roll head scissors takes him down, and look at this, Hunter, just table after table. And Chaos missing with the springboard. Nova sent over to the far ring. 2 tables in a chair. Tank sent over. Chaos and Hunter left alone. Nobody wants to be left alone with Hunter. Buckles him up with that suplex, but Tank right there to help out. And Psycho Smoke makes his entrance, 1/2 of Retribution. Co-captains coming into play here. Gabriel and Nova lining up. Hunter throwing tables at Nova. Lovecraft grabs the table up, tries to use it as a weapon, but Nova sidesteps him. Face first goes Chaos. Into the ropes goes Nova. Deep arm drag. Psycho sent for a ride. Face first he goes. Lovecraft able to use the table that time. And Chaos finds his way to the mat from a long way up. That military press. Gabriel Lovecraft and Nova are having some issues over here. As the Misfits, as Team Misfits has come in. Look at that Psycho Smoke with a roll up, but no, the match doesn't count yet. The match doesn't begin until Vortex enters the ring. And right now, Team Misfits in a good way here. Lovecraft watching his partner just get absolutely mauled over here by Nova. Psycho Smoke locking horns with Tank, but he's on the wrong side of town here. 3-on-1 as Nova gets beat upon by both members of the Fallen Angels, Lovecraft and Chaos. Nova tries to protect himself, gets sent over the top rope, and we are about to get the start of this matchup. As Misfits have taken it to Retribution and the Fallen Angels. Vortex coming in. Look at this. Remy blocking the entrance. Let's ring the bell. This one's underway, kids. Inverted Hurricane Rana DDT puts Hunter down to the mat. Remy snap suplex. Vortex coming in with that chair, just swinging wildly, hitting anybody you can. And look at this. Nova climbing to the top of the cage. This man has lost his mind. Leaping down in Chaos move. Chris Chaos sidestepped it. Nova no-sells the absolute hell out of that. DDT floats him over. Bodies flying everywhere. The War Games for AoK has just gotten about as violent as they're going to possibly get here tonight. Tank ducking under that clothesline, into an atomic drop. And Remy with a big drop kick to the back of Gabriel Lovecraft. Fires one off on Chaos. Neckbreaker on Vortex. Tank dropping big boots. Floats over Nova again with the DDT. Up on the shoulders of Tank. Look at this. Tank with a running start, sending Lovecraft. He's lucky he didn't put him through a table doing that. Tank and Lovecraft over on this far right-hand side of the screen, battling it out between the two tables. Vortex with a kendo stick drops Remington Singer. Psycho Smoke with a pinfall attempt. No go, just a power slam. Standing moonsault by Lovecraft. Hunter taken for the ride, suplex. Lovecraft coming back into the matchup, coming back into the roster, the event, like he was never missing. Vortex and Tank, standing body slam. Look at this. Fallen Angels double drop on Remy. Through the table goes Tank. And Chaos about to get super weird. Couldn't hold it, too much going on, and we got another man through the table. Tank busted through both tables. And Vortex, the Violator, may have stopped Tank in his tracks. Off the ropes, locks him up, but Tank blocks it. Nova over the ropes and into the far ring. Tank turns it back around with a suplex. Nova and Chris Chaos. Lovecraft and Remy. Into the armbar. Hunter there to make the save, but can he stop his can he save his brother? Look at this, Chaos. Phoenix splash on Nova. Will he go for the pinfall attempt? There it is, hooks the leg, Nova's shoulders down. Kick out at 2 1/4. DDT on Hunter, flat onto that steel chair. Gabriel Lovecraft. Nova trying for the pin. Nova puts his opponent up. Could it be Gory Special? Damn sure is. Vortex there for the save. Tank coming in to help his opponent, or help his partner. Remy with the springboard drop kick on the Gabriel Lovecraft. Psycho Smoke sent to the corner by Hunter. Tank battling it out with Vortex. And Chaos with a drop kick on Nova. We got Poetry in motion. A pinfall attempt, the Misfits. Psycho Smoke kicking out before the count of 3. Nova and Tank circling around Vortex. Chaos with a drop kick from behind, and Remy with a stalling backdrop. Chaos with a big boot to the face. Remy to the top rope. I'm not sure what everybody's ideas are right here. Psycho Smoke caught up. Nova lifting knee to the midsection. Back body drop by Tank. And Hunter just throws a stop sign at him. Military press by Tank again. And again the steel chair. Pinfall attempt and the no-go. Nova with Chris Chaos. Hangman's choke in the corner. Remy and Hunter having words there before they go back to work on Vortex. Tank caught unaware by Lovecraft. And Chris Chaos putting a beat down on the Green Meanie. Hunter again with those chair shots. Remy using that stop sign as a weapon. Inverted atomic drop. Lovecraft with the wrist lock heading over to the corner. And look at this, Remy climbing to the top rope. Hurricane Rana by Nova. Remy a long way up. Samoan splash from the top rope. Psycho Smoke down for the count. And a save by Vortex. Lovecraft and Tank. Vortex and Remy. Nova with an Impaler DDT. And Chaos pops right back up. Spinning power driver. We got a pinfall attempt. Nova. Kick out at 2. Chris Chaos. Digging deep for that one. Up on the shoulders. Gets a couple of shots from the elbow. But Psycho Smoke from behind. Caught up by Hunter. Chaos. Fires back on Nova. DDT. Tank taking on Gabriel Lovecraft. Hunter and Psycho Smoke. Chris Chaos taking out Hunter Singer. And Tank with a face buster onto the chair. Drop kick. Remy climbing to the top rope. And Tank with a giant double axe handle. Lifting Gabriel Lovecraft off his feet. Vortex. Sending Tank to the corner. Nova eyeing up Gabriel Lovecraft. I'm not sure. Why didn't he go for the pin? And look at Hunter Singer up on the top of the steel cage. Leaps off and nobody home. Chaos rolling out of the way. Nova going for an armbar. Trying to stop Vortex. I don't know what Vortex. Look at this. Nova climbing up to the top with Vortex. What is going on over here? Vortex leaps. Goes for the pinfall and Tank down for the count. And Nova saving it at the last moment. Gabriel diving off the top rope. Face buster. Down he goes. Vortex hooks the leg. Tank shoulders down. And Nova makes the save for his team. Gabriel Lovecraft on the attack, sending Nova into the ropes. Psycho Smoke. Right now, Retribution and the Fallen Angels. Psycho Smoke moving the opponent out of the way from under Chaos. Has him up, but Remy over the back. Tank saving his partner from that steel chair. Moonsault, nobody home. Remy left alone with Chaos. Hunter climbing to the top rope. Psycho Smoke down. Vortex down. Nova down. Hunter, top of the cage. Makes the leap across the back of Psycho Smoke. Has the pinfall attempt. Shoulders are down, but Chaos makes the save. And they go again. Tank and Nova making their way over to where all the action is. Locking horns with Lovecraft. Hunter being beat up by Retribution. Over the back of Tank, chop block. Vortex, or I'm sorry, Psycho Smoke with the claw, the mandible claw, that locked in, covered by Vortex, saved by Nova. Up in the air, Nova taken for the ride by Lovecraft. Hunter locks it down with that STO. Nova and Lovecraft fires off big shots. Hunter, one more time, locks him in. Nova climbing to the top. Top rope, makes the leap down on Psycho Smoke. Chris Chaos using the turnbuckles to his advantage just to hold himself up. Backbreaker by Nova. Vortex sending Hunter Singer into the ropes, but that chicken wing suplex. Remy off the ropes and into a drop kick. Psycho Smoke rolls him up. Neck breaker. Spear by Hunter. Back into the corner. Tank with an uppercut, knocking the face paint off of Vortex. Hunter Singer with the cover. Saved by Vortex. There's bodies everywhere at this point. Full Nelson slam, Vortex. Backstabber by Remy. Pinfall attempt. Chris Chaos down for the count, and the Misfits pick up the victory. That backstabber, and of course, the poetry in motion down in the bottom left-hand corner of that one. Tank with a military press slam. And these four men What a win. Tank not even sure what happened. He's not even he didn't even know they won. I'm not even sure Tank knows who his tag partners are at this point. There you have it, the Misfits with Tank and the Green Meanie Nova picking up the victory. Hell in a Cell matchup, Women's World Championship, Women's World Tag Team Championships on the line. As Emma Garcia and Violet Watson put those belts up against Paige and Shelley Steele. The only title match on the card. Everybody else locked into teams. As this one comes lining up. Gonna be a hot minute. This match and then our first of the triple main events. Team War Raiders taking on Team Destruction Inc. Team Lilith battles Team Empress. And Team Prestige takes on Team IKB. Women's tag up for grab here. Shelley Steele and Paige. Paige, former tag team champion in her own right here. With Shelley Steele being the former women's hardcore champion. And of course, the first gold for the Bubblegum Mafia there, the Squash Squad. Let's head to ringside. Let's get these introductions. Let's get this World Tag Team title match underway inside the confines of the big red steel cage known as the Hell in a Cell. AoK's resident tank girl. Ready to take care of business here tonight. Looking to recapture tag team gold. Be with a different partner, but hey, championship gold is championship gold. And speaking of her partner, the Warrior Princess, about to make her appearance. Shelley's still ready to go, man. She is looking for that title. Looking to grab that title up. And the tag team champions. Emma Garcia and Violet Watson. The first AoK gold in that stable. And it was the girls that did it first. Of course, you've seen the way the guys got manhandled by the Luchadorks and Pedro and Coyote Kid earlier this evening. And if you didn't, well,
The following contest is
that's
a
too
tag
bad.
team
You have to check it out on the replay over on the YouTube.
and is for the women's
Wayne Kerr letting it all out on what's going down here for us. I'm going to take this opportunity to go radio silent. I will be right back.
And their opponents, they are the Women's World Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Job Squad.
Joe Brony's showing us what it's all about as we lower the cage around these two teams, and let's go. The women's world tag team title is on the line, leading it off with a backbreaker by Violet Watson. Shelly still up on the ring or up on the turnbuckles, trying to get the crowd. That's not the time to be doing that. Everybody over the top rope. That was as real as it gets. Did you see how far away that kick was from her face? It's like, oh, geez Louise, was that? Like watching an indie wrestling show. Into the cage goes Shelly Steele, hard as all get out. Garcia eats a boot from Paige. Into the cage again goes Shelly. Paige and Garcia wrapped up here in the center of the cage at ringside. Shelly still against the cage again. Paige and Garcia, or Paige and Watson. Look at this, Watson and Garcia just trading punches, just taking turns, just absolutely manhandling Paige here. Just uppercut after uppercut. Paige in trouble. Just ping pong back and forth. Finally able to get a jawbreaker in. But unfortunately, it didn't do her any good. As Shelly still decides that the crowd is way more important than her tag team partner. Coming out here late to help her out. Into the cage we go again. Paige sent inside and Shelly Steele going after Emma Garcia. Watson pulling herself up off the floor here. Garcia driving a knee into the face of Paige. Getting under the ring apron. What are we doing? You already have a whole metal structure wrapped around it. Decided against it. Pulls her opponent back. Big right hand sends Shelly over the steps. And we're back outside. All ladies to the outside. Back inside goes Shelly Steele and Watson. Fighting back. Watson sent for the ride. Down she goes. Gourdbuster suplex. Shelly Gets caught with that drop kick. And Watson going right to work to protect that tag team title. From behind, lifts her over, German suplex. Down to the knee recoil. We got a pinfall attempt. Watson gets the shoulder up as Emma Garcia back in the ring. Into the turnbuckle as she goes. Paige. Look at this. Shelley still from the top rope. Makes the leap. Goes for the pinfall. Shoulders down. 2. Kicking out at 2. The tag titles stay where they are for the moment. Paige and Steele looking to be the next in line here. DDT on the tag team champion. Kendo stick not able to be used. Garcia from behind sneaking up on Shelley Steele. Watson tried to distract her opponent. Watson rolls out of the ring as Garcia gets yanked by her dreads to the mat. Paige going to work on the tag team champion. High angle DDT. As Paige and Steele meet up outside the ring here on Watson. Big right hand. Uppercut. But Steele again gets the advantage. Paige and Garcia. Paige through the cage. Emma Garcia just threw Paige right through this side of the cage. And Garcia climbing to the top. Watson looking to follow suit, maybe. No. Fighting it out with Paige here at ringside. Now fighting against Shelley Steele at ringside. Watson up on top of the cage. Garcia up on top of the cage. Paige following her up. Now Watson. Things are about to get crazy. All 4 of these women on the cage. Look at this. Shelley Steele and Violet Watson battling it out on the side of the cage. Well, Emma Garcia. Watson's been knocked out. Look at this. Emma Garcia with Paige with a dominator. Violet Watson has been knocked off the side of the cage and is back to her feet. Watson up on Garcia by herself on top of the cage. Shelley Steele and Paige firing off lefts, rights, and just attacking the hell out of the tag team champion. Watson with a backbreaker. Garcia with a throwaway suplex. These guys got to be careful up here. Recoil. Watson, what is she doing? Emma Garcia with a big power bomb. Shelley Steele with a moonsault but gets blocked. Garcia kick to the midsection. What is she doing? Garcia tornado power bomb, putting Paige right through the top of that cage. That's got to be it. Watson with a German suplex and another, sending Shelley Steele through the cage. Holy Jesus, these two. Watson and Garcia absolutely destroying their opponents, sending them both spiraling through the top of that cage into the ring to make the cover. These two ladies, I've said it 100 times, winning a title is the easy part. Holding on to that title, defending that title, is where it matters most. And these two just proved that they could do just that very thing. As we get ready to go into our first of the triple main event. Closing in on the 3-hour mark on this one. Destruction Incorporated, led by Anthony Omega, to take on the War Raiders, led by James Coleman. We already know the rules. We've seen enough of the War Games matches tonight to know. Destruction Inc., of course, with Anthony Omega, the Psychosis, the Iceman, recruiting Cameron Sawyer. With the War Raiders of Connor Riley, Adam Boone, joining up with their longtime friend James Coleman. And newcomer to AoK, but man, has this kid been championship material since day one. Chris Nightmare, former United States champion, I believe. I think it was the United States title he was carrying there for a while. Either way, whatever title it was, it doesn't matter because it just proves my point that he's championship material, whatever belt it was. The War Raiders and Destruction Inc. lining up to make this triple main event the biggest part of the evening. Of course, you know, after these the next 3 matches, we definitely will be checking out the news here in AoK to make sure to see who does or does not make it into December of in-game. We know all the rules there, Wayne. I'm going to pass you right over. We're going to see who's starting these matchups out here tonight for us. Kicking it off for Team Destruction Inc. This man is ready to go.
Introducing first, representing Demolition.
He is more than happy to represent his team
Weighing in at 200
of Destruction Incorporated.
Psychosis.
Oh yeah. A little early for a Zack the Ripper, but yeah. A little bit early for it, but not too late. You know what I mean? It better be early than late. Yeah, a little bit early. Zack the Ripper making a stop here by the AoK. And Big Bad.
From Biloxi, Mississippi. Weighing in
Big Bad making the being the main man
Big Bad.
for the War Raiders. It's been a whole. I'm going to let you guys know this has been a whole lot of fun doing the build up through all this, trying to make sure all these teams made sense by the time we got here, trying to mix and match the right wrestlers. I hope we did okay. I mean, I know you guys I took a lot of your input on these, on who you guys wanted to be teammates with. For those that are active in the chat for the majority of the time. But hell yeah, there is a lot going on. We have this match. We have the women's main event matchup, and then our evening of the big main event. And what's that? Lord have mercy on the soul. Boom. Starting off, the only good news is he'll be in there the longest. The only bad news is he'll be in there the whole time. And right now, Psychosis is wishing that Boone was anywhere but inside this ring. Big right hand stopping the man from coming in. And Psychosis isn't a small man. Like, he's not a small dude. And Boone just taking advantage here of Psychosis in between the two rings. See, I wish the game would allow us to kick the ropes when the big guys are stepping over them like that. We're about to get the advantage. Who gets it? For the sake of the match, I hope Destruction Inc., just to make it fair. with Big Bad in the ring. Look at this, shoving Psychosis off. Big boot still staggers the man. Over the top, and it goes. Look at this, getting the captain. Anthony Omega now in the ring. 2-on-1. And it doesn't seem to matter as Boone gets sent into, look at this, gets sent for the ride into the turnbuckle. Pushes him off. Pushes Psychosis away, but not barely enough. The attack from behind. Now the numbers become the game. Springboard dropkick. Double team action. Destruction Inc. Working smart. Working smart. Wear the big guy down. You have two of you in there. Use it to your advantage while you have it. Because in 10 seconds, it's going to change. Boone, unfortunately, did find himself in a bad spot here. Anthony Omega using everything that he can. And Boone, luckily, not only is it one of his team members coming in, but it is also his tag partner, Connor Riley. If anybody knows how to come in for a save for Adam Boone, it's Connor Riley. The torpedo. Into the corner again goes Boone. Torpedo upside down, catches him. Catches him with that Pele, but unfortunately Boone caught up in the tree of woe. Into the corner goes Riley. And Destruction Inc. taking over the match, keeping Boone occupied upside down in the corner. Tying him up and keeping him out of the way. But he's free now. You guys have unleashed a monster. Slammed into the corner goes to Anthony. Avalanche to follow it up. But Destruction Inc. Destruction Inc. getting the advantage here. As the Iceman makes his way in. Psychosis going for it, but no, reversed. Boone returns it all around. And Connor Riley just run over by Anthony Omega. Big table shot to the face. Riley, gourdbuster suplex. And the main members of Destruction Incorporated are in the ring. Look at this. He had to climb. Look at this. This man had to climb up on the second turnbuckle to get this man into a chokehold. Iceman had to climb the whole way up the ropes to put Boone in a chokehold. And here it comes, the captain of the team, James Coleman, making it 3-on-3. As the recruits are the final ones in. Team War Raiders in effect. Team Destruction Incorporated in effect. Waiting for the recruits to make up the difference. Coleman with a reverse suplex. Well done. Connor Riley taking over on the Iceman. Look at this. Cross leg break of the neck. Jesus. Coleman back to his feet. Pulls Psychosis in. Connor sent over the top. Or in between the ropes. I'm sorry. Look at this. Guillotined by the Iceman. Coleman. Ripcord clothesline taken out of action by Anthony Omega. Top rope. Drops the elbow. Lands it solid. And Cameron Sawyer about to enter the ring. We got a stack of chairs that walk over when they come through. Coleman dropped to the mat again. Connor Riley, the only member of the War Raiders, never mind, still standing. That chair shot changed all of that. As Destruction Inc. standing tall so far. Boone back to his rather large feet. But again, Destruction Inc. taking the War Raiders straight to task here. Irish whip, pulls him back in, down again. Boone back to his feet, trying to cause some separation. Trying to make it a little easier for his team to regroup. As Connor Riley follows Boone to the far side of the ring. leaving Coleman. What is wrong with Cameron? Cameron just had a seizure. What the hell? He just went into convulsions over there. And Chris Nightmare stops off for an equalizer. Look at this. Connor Riley putting Psychosis through a table. Anthony Omega waiting for Nightmare to get into the ring. And a shot from behind catching Coleman right in the lower back. Connor Riley, top of the cage with a splash. A huge splash on Psychosis. Coleman guillotined out. Cameron Sawyer with a spear taking Connor Riley down. The War Games began. The beginning of the triple threat main event has begun. Cameron Sawyer taking Boone down. Anthony Omega dropping Coleman. Destruction Inc. in control of this matchup. Coleman trying to break away from Omega. Boone just trying to stand up. And Nightmare trying to find his footing here against Cameron Sawyer. Coleman with a springboard catches it with the crossbody. And the War Raiders starting to come to life here a little bit. Starting to get some fire under them. Connor Riley caught up again. Boone and Cameron Sawyer. Coleman and the Iceman. Nightmare with a senton. Connor Riley taking shots from that kendo stick. And another table broken by the Iceman. Nightmare and Boone double teaming Cameron Sawyer. In the same way that Anthony Omega and Psycho. Look at this, Boone. I thought Boone was going to the top. Coleman caught from behind by Omega. Connor Riley taken out with a German suplex. Looking for a submission. Nightmare unable to pull it off here. With Coleman taking it old school with a big 10 count in the corner. Psychosis only allowing 4. Clothesline on Connor. Coleman with a pinfall attempt and a save. Springboard catches him. Nightmare headlock DDT drilling Cameron Sawyer into the mat. We got a pinfall attempt. Boone watching over him. And that's it. Chris Nightmare picking up the victory for Team War Raiders. Not bad, since Nightmare was actually... I didn't want to say anything before the matchup to give anybody any doubts. But Chris Nightmare, though released to wrestle tonight for competition, was the worst of the injured wrestlers going into these matchups, with the exception of, not even with the exception. Gabriel Lovecraft was also a little on the worse for wear side. But Nightmare seeing it through. You see he's not in any kind of shape here. Definitely get him checked out after the show. But here you go. Your winners, the War Raiders, the whole way across the board. As we get ready for the women's main event. Team Lilith versus Team Empress. And by golly, these women have been at each other's throats, all of them, over the past couple weeks. Lilith and Empress trading blows, attacking each other before matches, attacking each other after matches. Morgan Quinn and I believe Alice Angel were the same way. I'll be glad when these women can go back to just whatever it was they were doing previously, to beating each other up at every turn. You couldn't keep them separated in the locker room. It was just out of control. Just out of control. We're getting ready to hit ringside and see who's starting this matchup up. The Witch Lilith captaining her team of Mama Logan, Zoe Yuri, and Morgan Quinn. While Empress has her hand-picked team of Alice Angel, Amaya, and Casey Gwen. Bragging rights for the teams the whole way through here. The only title up for grabs tonight was the women's tag team title. And that Hell in a Cell, and man oh man, did Garcia and Omega and Watson defend those titles. Let's head to ringside for this one. Our second of 3 main events. We're going to skip right over this because we know the rules. Let's bring our opponents out there, would you, Wayne? Attaboy. First one up. Coming out for Team Lilith, Zoe Yuri. Yuri said earlier that she was excited for this matchup. This would be her first time within the cage. And she was excited to see what her excitement stems from what she could accomplish inside this caged dual ring setup. And her opponent for Team Empress, former heavyweight champion Casey Gwen, former tag team champion Casey Gwen, just shy of being a women's Grand Slam champion, I believe. I believe she just needs the hardcore title. As a matter of fact, we may need to look into that. She may have already held that as well. Let's see what we get. Women's hardcore. There's one title she has not held. She was a tag team champion with Paige. And she has been the women's world champion. Actually, one of the longest reigning women's champions outside of Amaya. Of course, if you don't know Amaya's story, man oh man, best thing I can tell you to do is to jump over, check out the socials, and find yourself on the YouTubes over at AoK and check out the entire series of Season 3. What was that, OTM? The only title Morgan needs is a tag. Yes. Matter of fact, with there only being 3 titles, a lot of the ladies are in that. The tag titles are not usually... because of the way the game is, if you're not a formal tag team, it'll take the titles away from you. I have to go back in on those weirdo type matches. Like had Watson and Garcia dropped the titles tonight, had they have lost the titles, I would have had to go in and make a tag team of Paige and Steele, so that the titles could be held over. And a Samoan drop by Casey Gwen. About to see which team has the advantage. Team Lilith, Team Empress. The gate is open. And Mama Logan is on her way down, and she does not look happy. Big clothesline by Casey. She says, we is having dinner over. We is having people for dinner, and the table is not set. Mama Logan going back under as Yuri is just being absolutely manhandled by Casey Gwen. Back inside. I spoke too soon. Yuri dropping down, leaping over, bringing her in from behind. German suplex. Folded that girl's clothes with her still in them. Another suplex. Mama, not sure what she's doing with all them tables. Tossing tables around like it's a warehouse. Mama Logan finally in the ring here, going right to work. An abdominal stretch on Casey Gwen. Yuri getting the table as Alice Angel makes her way down and around to the cage. Right inside the ring, Yuri sending Gwen into the turnbuckles, or attempts to. Mama Logan taking the high road. Unfortunately, gets caught up. Look at this, Casey Gwen up on the ring rope. Leaps off, double axe handle, taking Logan to the mat. Alice Angel, total roll, nobody home, but Gwen taking it out on Mama Logan. Casey Gwen, Superman punch. Dead center of the ring, one more time, spear, putting Mama Logan down. Yuri with a drop kick on Alice Angel. And the dynamics of the matchup about to change as Morgan Quinn makes her way down and into the ring. Logan, Superman punch one more time to the jaw from Casey Gwen, and Morgan Quinn straight over to be of aid to Mama Logan. Leaving Yuri with Alice Angel one-on-one. Spikes her down. Yuri driven to the mat, but Casey Gwen just absolute beast mode over here. Irish whip sends her into the corner. Mama Logan with an avalanche clothesline, and Morgan Quinn follows it up with a drop kick before she can even fall out of the corner. Yuri caught up here by Alice Angel. Hammer a wrist lock overhand, holds her down. Gwen with the table. Morgan Quinn rides her out through a bulldog and a glitch in the system. Running leg drop. And here comes the other half of the Fallen Angels. Look at this. Zoe Yuri with Alice Angel. Amaya getting ready to make her entrance as her partner gets slammed through a table by Zoe Yuri. Yuri was climbing the ropes. It looks like she changed her mind, but Morgan Quinn and Mama Logan in control over Casey Gwen. Yuri taking a shot from behind on from Alice Angel. Morgan setting the table up. Mama Logan taking the climb to the top of the cage. Changes her mind, climbs back down. Big forearm by Quinn. Amaya swings with the chair. Yuri ducks under, but the clothesline from Alice Angel drives her down. Morgan eats a clothesline again. Mama Logan again off the top of the ropes. Double axe handle. Alice Angel and Amaya double team on Zoe Yuri, and the captain of Team Lilith has arrived. Table set up by Morgan Quinn. Lilith in the ring, goes right after Alice Angel. Headlock and a noogie to kick it off. And Casey Gwen holding her own against Morgan Quinn and Mama Logan. Mama working on them squats. Amaya and Lilith, spine buster by Lilith. Alice Angel and Zoe Yuri in the final 10 seconds before this match begins. Mama Logan and Casey nose to nose here. Morgan Quinn on Mama Logan's team, and the two of them having issues here with Casey. This woman's just, like I said earlier, total beast mode. But here comes Captain Empress, and the war games for this matchup has begun. Alice Angel with a steel chair, misses it. Empress using that stop sign, takes out the captain. Casey Gwen still getting double teamed here by Morgan Quinn and Mama Logan. In the meantime, Empress and Zoe Yuri, the Fallen Angels, attacking Lilith, taking on both members of the Fallen Angels. Zoe Yuri in a full Nelson suplex. Alice Angel with that stop sign one more time. The numbers becoming too much. 3-on-2 in one ring, 2-on-1 in another. Mama Logan and the Morgan Quinn, again, double team action on Casey Gwen. Lilith locking horns with Empress, swinging neck breaker. Yuri with a Hurricane Rana. Lilith out on her feet. Lilith puts her opponent up, drives her down with a power bomb, but eats that stop sign again. Mama Logan again on the top. Leaps down, nobody home. Jeez Louise, Mama Logan. Yuri down for the count. Referee, only 2. Yuri kicking out Empress, almost taking home the victory. Morgan Quinn coming over to even up the sides on the left-hand ring and leaving Mama Logan and Casey Gwen in the right-hand side. Lilith taking another shot from that chair. She is completely out of it. Zoe Yuri hasn't moved, and look at this. Lilith rolling up Alice Angel, trying to score a victory. DDT by Morgan Quinn right on the stop sign. Zoe Yuri over to help out Mama Logan, rolls her up. Double foot stomp. Pinfall attempt, Alice Angel unable to hold Lilith down. Morgan Quinn again. Look at this. The Fallen Angels finding this all so amusing here tonight. Another suplex. And again, Empress, shot after shot with that stop sign. Lilith back to her feet, but unfortunately, again, the number's too much. Empress has her up for the reverses it. Chop block. Alice Angel dropping Morgan Quinn. Empress fights back, calling Lilith back to her feet. Mama Logan with the electric chair drop. Empress with the flatline. And Lilith separated from the rest of her team. A big clothesline by Empress. Captains on the left-hand side of your screen. The teammates on the right. Lilith off the ropes. Empress. Luthez press. Mama Logan, the only member standing for Team Lilith. We got a pinfall attempt, and Team Empress picks up the victory. Yeah, technically. You're right, Ken. I mean, they are. Like, there's no doubt about that. Ouch. And where we at here? Wait, which one's which? Hold on a minute. I'm with you. The winners, Team Empress, Alice Angel, Amaya, Casey Gwen, and of course their captain, Empress. As we get ready to roll into our final matchup of the night, the final War Games. That coming up at the 3.5 hour mark. As Team Prestige and the Dangerous Alliance takes on Team IKB and the BMF. This one has been brewing for a bit. This one will be a strange matchup. Go Team Prestige. That's the rivalry continues. Took us a while to figure out how to get Zack the Ripper on the team. But by golly, we did it. The world champion being the captain. Being the captain of Team IKB puts us where we're at. Logan Hawk wanting that title, Bud Marvelous wanting that title, Prestige wanting that title, and Zack the Ripper. Well, Zack the Ripper just knows where the best place to be at any given time is. But let's get this started. Let's head to ringside. Let's skip over the bullshit. Let's find out who is starting out for Team Prestige and the Dangerous Alliance. The Real Deal having to walk to the ring tonight. The United States Champion.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 355
Gonna kick it off for his team.
United States Champion, the Real Deal, Logan Hall.
The United States Champion being the man in the match. Gonna be the one to kick it off, setting the tone. Again, much like Boone, the good news is he's in there from the get-go to wear him down. The bad news is he's in there from the get-go. And he'll be facing off against which member of Team IKB? Dean Graves. I don't know if Dean Graves have ever faced off against Logan Hawk. I don't remember if these two have ever been in the ring together yet or not. Graves is not having that many. He's had quite a few matches, but not as many as the rest. Coming in a little later in the season, joining us here at AoK. Let's take a quick look at Mr. Graves. Total matches. Total matches 11, which is very, very few. There's very few people. Destruction Inc. has only got about 9 matches coming in just about the same time, as well as like the Hammer. But everybody else, pretty close to that. Until you start getting up around like the Bud Marvelous is pushing almost 45 matches. Well, we're ringing the bell, and Logan Hawk is taking no guff from Dean Graves, but Dean Graves ain't in here to dance either. Clothesline runs the man down. Main event underway, but not started per se, as Logan Hawk settles in with a big sidewalk slam. And again, Graves keeps trying to go power for power with the Real Deal, and son, you just can't do that. There's not many guys, there's not many men in AoK that can go power for power with Logan Hawk. And what a big, that was more of a forearm than a clothesline. And he caught that man right in the side of the head with that thing. And the advantage will be revealed in 3 seconds. Zack the Ripper making his appearance, giving the advantage to Team Prestige. Ripper stopping for a chair, just in case he gets tired. Back under the ring. What's he looking for now? Not looking for a table, in case he needs a snack. Gotta have a place to put a snack. Graves fighting back. Logan Hawk takes the big right hand. And look at this. Zack the Ripper making sure everybody's going to be comfortable. Letting Graves take his attention off of Logan Hawk. And that clothesline from behind. Hawk stuck here because of those those chairs. We're going to even it up here in just a moment as Team IKB gets another member. Who's it being? It's like the Punisher. Logan Hawk getting this crowd, trying to get the crowd wound up. Over the back goes Graves. And Logan Hawk under control, big knee to the chest. I just said stomach, but Logan Hawk's so tall he caught him in the chest with it. Zack the Ripper multiple times with that chair right on Graves. Punisher taking his time getting that table in the ring and hands it right to Zack the Ripper. Zack takes it right across, sets it around here. Evened up 2-2. Graves goes for it but misses. Logan Hawk with a head full of steam into that giant of an avalanche. And Logan Hawk putting the beat down. Blocked. Graves gets a boot involved. Headbutt by the Punisher. Throwaway. Jesus. What a throwaway suplex by Logan. Look at this man. Backstabber. Finally able to take Logan Hawk down. And here comes the Marvelous One. Making this a 3-on-2 matchup. Graves drops the arm. Big boom down on Logan Hawk, and Zack the Ripper with a back suplex. Marvelous clothesline from behind, giving Logan Hawk a chance to rest. As I said, the first man in the ring, much like Dean Graves, but the advantage goes to Team Prestige at the moment. The Punisher starting to take advantage there of Zack the Ripper, but again, the advantage in numbers comes into play. Logan Hawk back in the matchup. And that is unfortunate for Dean Graves at the moment. Side Russian leg sweep. Zack the Ripper with multiple shots from that kendo stick. And the hardcore degenerate right after Logan Hawk. Backstabber coming in from behind is Zack busting that kendo stick over the head of the man as he enters the ring. Double team action. Bud Marvelous and Zack the Ripper with a side Russian leg sweep. Match is even. Logan Hawk taking down the hardcore degenerate, the Punisher, after Bud Marvelous. And Dean Graves has Zack the Ripper upside down and drops him for his version of the 1888. Logan Hawk in bad form here as we're about to release the captains. Elbow drop from the top rope. Graves lands it solid down on Logan Hawk, and Prestige grabbing up a kendo stick. Before entering the ring, Bud Marvelous taking advantage of that fact. Prestige across the ring found his spot and went for it, taking Dean Graves down with that flying clothesline. The advantage back to Prestige again. As Zack the Ripper and Logan Hawk go to work on the hardcore degenerate. Dean Graves frog splash, nobody home. Prestige rolls out, goes after the Punisher with a neck breaker. I'm not even sure which side I'm looking on at the moment. Hold on, guys. I'm back on it. Dean Graves with the Marvelous One up. 5 seconds till the games begins. Prestige and Punisher going at it. Now, look at this. Marvelous and Prestige. Double team. What are they doing? Using Prestige's head as a battering ram. As Logan Hawk just drops the hardcore degenerate through a table. IKB, the world champ, ready to make his entrance and ready to start this main event. What the hell just happened there? Prestige may have just screwed that up for everybody. Look at this. Rolls it up. Big clothesline. What happened to... Wait. Is IKB okay? IKB. I'm not sure what's going on with IKB. I don't know. This has been horrible. Not now. What? They shut IKB's hand in the door. And Joe Brody don't give a damn. I'm going to try. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me try something. I don't know if this is going to work. Where you at, IKB? All the way at the end. Just for a second. Is this going to work? Can I work him into... Can I get him into the ring? Where's he going? Come on, bruh. Come on, IKB. You can do it. You can do it. What are you doing, homie? What are you doing, my friend? Come on, IKB. Get in the ring. I hate this game. I can't see what I'm doing now. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, he's in the ring. Time out. Hold up. I don't know how it happened, but he jumped into the ring. I want to say, before I go any further, do we want to restart this matchup? Because I do 100% agree with you, Ken. I do 100% agree. Do we want to make this a restarted match? I'm leaving it to chat. I'm leaving it to chat. I don't blame you. I second the opinion. Anybody else have an objection to a return to a restart? Because I feel the same way. We'll go all the way from the beginning. Good, we don't have to skip anything. Right back to the beginning. Don't care that we were that close to the end. That was a bullshit maneuver. That was a bullshit call by 2K. But we're back in the action, starting it over. You straight erase it from your memories as Logan Hart delivers a hell of a clothesline and takes it right to Dean Graves. Locks him up, drops him down. Here we go. Sidewalk slam. Really wish my audio would stay in. Logan Hawks, vertical suplex, keeping it basic. A hip toss there by Dean Graves, able to get some offense in finally. And just in time, because he's going to need to have eyes in the back of his head as Zach the Ripper makes his way down. Why is it always IKB in a cage match when this place goes weird? Used to do this to us a lot in 2K and 23 as well, or 22, I mean. The Ripper and Logan taking the advantage that's given to them here, 2-on-1 on Dean Graves. Running out of the clothesline, able to protect himself, but Logan Hawk, again, the number's too many. That's fat shaming. Joe Brody was like, plenty of time to get your big ass in there. Shut up. Joe Brody opening the door. Jesus, for the Punisher. As Logan Hawk and Zach the Ripper continue the assault on Dean Graves. Look, neither one of them paying any attention to the fact that the Punisher's in the ring. Clothesline that just staggered the big guy. Hanging neck breaker takes him out from behind as Dean Graves makes his move. DDT on Logan Hawk. Punisher locking up with the Ripper. Irish whip sends the Ripper over the top rope and into the far ring. These two teams separate out a little bit here. Logan Hawk one-on-one on the left with Dean Graves, and Zach the Ripper caught up in an abdominal stretch on the right-hand side there by the Punisher. Bud Marvelous released from the cage, released from holding, under the ring looking for some help. Logan Hawk drops the guillotine. Zach the Ripper having his issues over here with the Punisher, doing just as his name implies. We got a steel chair, we got a second steel chair, and Bud Marvelous still not done yet. Logan Hawk, a big suplex, and the Punisher up on the top rope. Zach the Ripper following him up to the top of the cage by the looks of it. As they battle it out here, Zach the Ripper pushed down from the top, crashing down to the mat, and the Punisher turns his back on him. Big leap down, double axe handle. Bud Marvelous throwing tables at people. Throwing the knee into the lower back. Zach the Ripper with a sweeping neck breaker as the hardcore degenerate Big HD makes his way down the ringside. Powerbomb on the underside of that folded table. Zach the Ripper dishing out the punishment. You got the Punisher in the high-end suplex here, stalling it out. Off the ropes goes the degenerate. Clothesline run through by Logan Hawk, and then attacked by that steel chair wielded by Bud Marvelous. 3-on-3. Even Stevens here. Pele kick by the hardcore degenerate. Zach the Ripper in charge against the Punisher. Dean Graves making his way up off the mat as we get ever so close to releasing Prestige. The captain's coming down next. Bud Marvelous wielding that base or that chair like a baseball bat. Zach the Ripper and the Punisher again locking up. Prestige stopping off for goodies. Brings the table to mat. Ripper scooping up the Punisher up to the shoulder guillotine. Big Logan Hawk with a standing power slam. Prestige finally getting in the ring here. Full Nelson slam. Prestige catching Dean Graves. Cartwheel. Look at this. 1888 on the Punisher. That man probably just got about 4 inches shorter. And the Black Plague to follow it up. Prestige from the top rope, dropping elbows on pretty much nothing, but the game doesn't seem to realize that. As IKB has been released, and we are about, hopefully, to start Deep 6. Prestige driving the knee into the face of Dean Graves as IKB makes his way into the ring this time, starting the War Games and our main event. And Zach the Ripper playing Spider-Man all along the ring for whatever reason. You know, nose to nose with the IKB, the world champ. And Bouchard with a big avalanche in the corner. Drives him down, curtain call. Marvelous and HD on the ropes, battling it out. HD coming out on top, makes the leap, drops the elbow. And look at this, the Punisher, top of the cage. Prestige caught up by Dean Graves. Logan Hawk back to one knee, drop kick, double team action, but Logan Hawk rolls out of the way, DDT on Logan Hawk. Zach the Ripper caught up, reverses it, no, big splash by IKB. There's too much going on, confusing names. Take your time. Take your time. Who's doing what? There we go. Prestige locking up with Dean Graves. Setting his opponent onto the ropes. Graves battles back to Punisher. Circling around Logan Hawk. Helps his opponent to his feet. Headlocking a noogie. Bud Marvelous. Straight right hands on Big HD. Follows it up back to a standing position with it. And IKB has Zack the Ripper wishing he was somewhere else. Stop sign in hand. And Bud Marvelous from behind with that drop kick. Taking the champ off his feet. We got a pinfall attempt. Only a 1 count. Got a table set up as Logan Hawk works over the Punisher. His hammerlock. Turns it into a side suplex, and the Punisher, IKB, drilling Bud Marvelous into the mat. Marvelous goes for the roll-up. Saved by Big HD. Logan Hawk. Dean Graves, Bud Marvelous, caught up in his own marvelous dreams. HD has it locked in. Frog splash on Logan Hawk. Bouchard bomb coming up for Zack the Ripper. Down he goes, landing on the steel side. Is it enough? IKB picks up the victory over Zack the Ripper. To finish out tonight's main event, take a look at this replay. The Black Plague, the elbow drop, the frog splash, the Bouchard bomb onto, one more look at that, onto that stop sign. And IKB coming back in with a vengeance. The BMF. Dean Graves. I honestly can't wait to take a look at the news. And unfortunately, the damage report. I do not want to see the collateral damage that comes with this. But congratulations, IKB. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. What a Survivor Series. What a War Games. Man, oh man, what a pain in the ass. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. Let's go here first. Oh, it's not that bad. Blaze, Cletus, and Chris Chaos. Hold on a minute. That's not. No, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I don't think that's right. Hold on a minute. Let's jump to the next show. Let's jump to the next show and then check that news. Okay, so Nova had been apparently injured. That's it. Nobody died? Alright. I'm really surprised by that. I am super surprised that there was no injuries beyond... Yeah. Piper and Zoe, Homer and Prestige, Blaze and the Coyote Kid, Psycho and Tank, Nightmare and Logan, Ivy and Jay, Empress and Amaya, all the way through, Alice Angel. We'll see about some of these, but it'll be a few, it's going to be about a week and a half, kids. I won't be back until the following Wednesday. So we won't be back until sometime in November. That's right. It has to be our last episode until I'm not sure what the date is of November. Let's take a peek, see if I can give you an actual answer. We'll definitely change it on the Twitch schedule. We will be back November 1st. Will be our next broadcast. So we settled this one. Come out of this one pretty solid. I appreciate everybody sitting through the almost 4 hours of AoK Championship Wrestling. I appreciate every minute of that. Until then, man, I will see you when I will see you. OTM. Man, I don't know when I'll see you, bro. I will talk to you when I talk to you, though. And for everybody else, enjoy what you're doing. Keep doing it, and I will see you when I see you. Don't forget to wash behind your ears, my friends. That is all I got to say, and I won't say no more. Peace.